Hello everyone, welcome. Give me 1 second, sorry, hold on. Alright, I'm back. Hey everyone, class got cancelled. Oh, you started, Brittany? You have an hour and a half break to watch this, great. I'm glad you're joining us. Let's plus 16. Sanguine is going to be really terrible on the stairway, but we'll see if we get into that group. I want to see if I can get into at least plus 15s. Here's another black root cold. School started Monday. Uh-oh. What are you in school for, Brittany? Alright, all these groups have tanks. Got declined for a plus 16. So let's let's keep taking a look. Also, we have the Paladin Master Class transmog here, wearing a nice little plate skirt in honor of Max and his Master Class. Plus 13, we'll try to join that. Here's a plus 14. We'll see if we can get into any of these groups. Computer Science, that's actually pretty cool, Brittany. It's actually very cool. Alright, we're getting into the plus 13 vault. So again, this week we have Sanguine, Grievous, and Fortified. So mob placement is very important where things go down. Now, Vault of the Wardens isn't going to have anything that's terrible to do. The ones that I can think of are Karazhan. They have narrow hallways and a lot of mob density, meaning that all those mobs can go down in that narrow hallway and actually block off the way. So vaults shouldn't be too bad. The two Karazhans, Cathedral, Blackroot Hold, Court of Stars to some extent. It doesn't necessarily have narrow hallways, but you want to avoid a lot of that trash. Max, look at this. I have the Paladin Masterclass transmog going. That's all for you, Max. I look completely bananas in the skirt. Isn't this what Paladins do? Max, am I doing Paladins right? Did I do it right? Alright, we're heading over to Vault of the Wardens. It is a plus 13, and then after this, hopefully we can get some plus 15s at least. By the way, if you guys weren't watching the live stream, I know I was this morning. Argus, the patch 7.3 for Argus has been announced to drop next week. So next week we get the patch for Argus. We don't get the raid immediately, but we are going to get that patch and that content here. So if you guys are still working on something like AOTC, you should try to grind it out as soon as you can. You hope we get some rip keys? Oh no. I don't hope so. I don't hope we get rip keys. Your guild imploded last week? Ouch. Aha. Was this because of the whole heroic TOS thing that they told you off? If I were in the Mythic shoulders, I did a lot of heroic TOS last week, and I kept getting these things instead of for heroic Goroth. I wanted to get my trinket, but I just kept getting the green shoulders over and over and over again. I did not get my 915 trinket. Was that the party leader? No, okay, so the party leader's still here, but this guy got booted apparently. Huh. No idea why they kicked them, but they kicked someone. Look who's on time. All your guilds are falling. Max, you're doing what, Max? You're doing what? Epic, you were expecting a Trial of Style video from you. I made the one before it came out, but for Trial of Style, I did get that done. It was so weird though, because there was a lot of pre-mades that would go in there and just vote for whoever they wanted to. So the Trial of Style was a little weird. I got it done in like, I don't know, maybe like an hour and a half, because there was just a ton of groups queuing up for it. But it was, sometimes you'd go in there and it'd be a good group, and sometimes you'd go in there and it would be a pre-made. What's up, Tilioxo? That sucks, Brittany. I'm sorry about that. Some people get very emotional and passionate. So apparently everybody in this group gets invited and gets booted out, and this is the original leader. I'm trying to see what's going on with this group to see if I need to rejoin another group. I don't know what he's checking for. I think he's checking maybe for Keystone Master. I don't know. I don't know what this guy's checking for, but he keeps booting people. Argus has a zone, feels like the Broken Shore reskin. Yeah. I haven't jumped into the PTR too much. Once I saw how lore heavy it was gonna be, I kinda wanna just see it firsthand. Tempting to switch factions to see if you can find a guild or something. You get first prize, wanting to see that. I got first prize with one of my transmogs I used to rock a lot in the very beginning. It was like an all purple transmog, and I think the theme was epic purple. I think that's the one I won on. Looking to move Max to Horde. Ouch, Max, but is it gonna hurt? Is it gonna hurt your core and your essence? Are you gonna be okay? Can you say for the Horde one time for me, Max? Just type it out. I don't even know if those keys work in that order on your keyboard. I mean, try to type out for the Horde. See, and see if it works out, Max. Yeah, I did see you on a warrior on Horde not that long ago. Alright, so this group is getting put together, even though it was almost full. People got booted off, and now we're starting all over again. Everyone asked me to change faction. Not anymore. It was mostly Brittany and Max, and they're coming over to Horde apparently. Max, what have you been playing on your druid? Are you tanking? Are you playing kitty, boomkin, healing? Oh, the cost of transferring is even harder now because with Gamescom coming out today and the Destiny 2 advertisement has ramped up a lot. The price of the tokens went up to about 156k on US servers. They hit 160. They hit the 160s, but they're down right now to 156. But I imagine when people get home today, see the Argus release trailer, the price of the tokens is going to go back up a little bit, maybe about 10k. Nothing too crazy. But Destiny 2 beta comes out on the 25th, I think. Yeah, I think it comes out in 2 days. So when the Destiny 2 beta comes out on the PC, that WoW token is going to jump up a lot again. For the horchata. Glyphed Boomkin. Max, why? Staying chicken form. You have to stay true to yourself. $156k on Argent Dawn on EU. There plus 233k plus. Yeah, EU prices are always so much higher. But I bought one this morning. You just bought for 159 and yesterday there was no WoW tokens at all. Yeah, I've been seeing that whenever I'm on YouTube or anything like that watching videos, there are a lot more there's a lot of Destiny 2 advertisements now. So their advertisements getting very heavy. Invest in some nicer chairs. Yeah, good luck with that. Alright, we need one healer and one DPS. Being able to do everything while mounted this week is also pretty fun. There's the dungeon on... yeah, the dungeon's on Mythic. Also, if you guys haven't tried doing some mythics by yourself as a tank, it's actually pretty fun. There's been I heard that there was a demon hunter that was able to do like a +9 or a +10 by himself. Not on time, but that's insane. But doing something like this of a few levels mythic plus in, or even just an M0 like this is it's not bad at all. A weird group we've got going here. I agree. We completely had a full group, but the leader booted everyone, and I asked what was going on, and he said that they were liars, and then it's reforming. So Brittany, I know you want to see a rip key, and this might be a rip key. Yeah, if this group doesn't finish forming up in the next few minutes, I'll drop and try to find another group. This is taking a long time. You got owned by Himdall last week on a +9, and the group disbanded after the 4th attempt. Ouch. What was owning you on Himdall? Was it the breath, or was it the Himdall? Himdall does this one particular hit too. Was it that one, the sweep? You can +15 on a DK tank. Jeez. Am I running Devastator or Indomitable? I'm running both of those actually. So that's what I'm running now. I switched over from Heavy Repercussions to Anger Management because I was doing Heroic Kill Jaden. And for Heroic Kill Jaden, Anger Management is just that much better. Just because with Anger Management, you guarantee having a demoralizing shout every time Fell Claws goes out. And having that demoralizing shout paired with something like your Nothlarian's Fury or your normal shield block is insane. So I went this spec, and I'm really liking it. I was considering going Warbringer instead of Shockwave, and that's mostly because Warbringer doesn't get DRs or diminishing returns from stuns like Shockwave does, but decided to keep it. Alright, we need one healer, and that's it. Once we get our healer, we're good to go. Your priest soloed the last 30% of the second boss in Cathedral on the on a +8? Really? Both, you just can't see the breath? Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, dying to breath too many times will make anyone rage. Oh, you got a DX Racer Chair Max. Nice. Group leader is way too picky for keys for not depleting anymore. Yeah, I agree. Getting someone who's 925 for +13, that's okay, that's acceptable. He's not asking for like 940s or anything. So asking for 925 is fine, but I don't know what he's checking. I'm assuming he's checking the WoW Progress Mythic Plus score. But yeah, it's we could have gotten going already. And Brittany, how does your priest solo the last 30%? You say you play disc, right? So your DPS is not completely terrible. Oh, and holy. Oh wow. 925 max? There you go. Higher item level than me. 937. Once I get... Oh, man, once I get this new trinket, that's all I need. Look at all this other stuff I have too. Just because this is the only tier I've gotten lucky with. Oh, and I have my gloves, but the gloves, you know, these legendary gloves are so much better. If I had legendary pants or a legendary ring, I might be able to swap it out, but there's so much gear waiting for me. I mean, even this 935, I can't throw it on because I'll break my 2 set. And I have this 930 chest piece. I can't throw it on because it'll break my tier set. I have a lot of things, and then trinkets. Tanks with trinkets have been broken all of Legion, so I have this 900 and this 900, and they're best in slots. These two are so good. This 915 and this 910 just don't stack up to it, or this other 915. They don't stack up. So you just keep these for item level in your bag, and then something like this. These shoulders are good. But yeah, there's just a few things that it's like I wish I could get that item level higher up there. But there's a few things I can't get rid of. Both of these trinkets are holding me back a lot. I have 2 915s that I could equip, but it's just not worth it. Holy has better DPS than Disc Spec ever did for whatever reason, if you get the new trinket. I did not know that. I thought Disc was the quote-unquote hybrid spec to go. We're waiting for a healer. If any of you guys are healers out there and want to come in here, this is the group. But I don't see any healers even applying. But it could be the 925 cutoff. That's an insane cutoff. The haste trinket from TOS, are you talking about Leviathan's Hunger? It helps you get a lot of procs for Holy Shock. That's pretty cool. So on fights where everybody might struggle on some DPS, maybe like Avatar, you can really help out. That is cool. I mean, we'll just come in here and start soloing the dungeon. No big deal. While we're waiting for a healer. Disc is supposed to be, but for whatever dumb reason I can't get it to do what Holy does for me. Yeah, at a certain point it matters more what you're comfortable with. So yeah, we're waiting for one healer for this plus 13 vault. As soon as we get the healer, we can get the run going. If any of you guys are healers out there on Horde in US, you guys can hit apply. Your Warlock can heal herself? No, I need someone that can heal me too. I should do some +0 Mythic solos today. I don't think that would be very entertaining for everyone. I've done... I think the first Mythic 0 I did by myself was HOV because I wanted the blacksmithing supplies for the legendary for Rethu's Incessant Courage. So I went ahead and did HOV +0 by myself so that I could get that last drop from Odin. Alright, we got one healer. Hopefully we can get the invite. Get this group going. I'll go outside for summons. It's weird because you read a lot about the class, but your output is better in Holy. Yeah, honestly, a lot of it has to do with how comfortable you are with it. what are the weak auras I'm using? I have a bunch of weak auras that I kind of put together myself, and I can, let me get a link for you. So that is my weak aura setup if you would like to import any of what I'm using right now. You love the holder because of the AoE thingy? Alright, so it looks like we got everybody here except for one person, so once we get that summoned, we're good to go on a plus 13 Vault of the Wardens. We have Sanguine, Grievous, and Fortified this week. So unlike what I said apparently on This Week in Mythic Plus, Grievous doesn't leave puddles, Sanguine does. So I was saying Grievous puddles, but don't mind me. I meant Sanguine puddles, sorry about that. Yeah, hey, no problem, said Zilla. And said, if you also want more weak auras for something like Tomb of Sargeras, I do have those weak auras also up in my channel. If you look up custom weak auras for Tomb of Sargeras, I have weak auras for the bosses with tanking debuffs, regular DPS debuffs like Moonburn on Sisters, energy bars, anything like that, like where they matter for Avatar and Maiden, things like that. Thank you, Heather. I sure hope it's going to be a good run. I'll eat up a little bit and then we'll be good to go. What's up, Sebastian? Alright, so this is going to be a plus 13 vault. We'll see how good this goes. Since we do have Sanguine and Grievous and Fortified, this week isn't terrible as long as I mind. I have to be careful where I drop Sanguine, so you guys will see me doing that throughout the polls. Sebastian, there is breaking news, by the way. That is that Max and Brittany are probably going to go Horde. Are this week's affixes difficult? Van Win? No, they're not. This week it's all about placement of kills. So whenever the group is about to start dying, you need to start realizing where you're putting the kills. So if you manage the Sanguine puddles, you're good this week. And and your healer has to be able to have to heal Grievous. So your healer needs to have decent gear. So it's heavy on the healers and placement. If you go Horde, I have to help you gear up. So there's also something I've been considering. Instead of streaming a little bit here and a little bit on Twitch, would you guys prefer seeing Friday streams here on YouTube or Friday streams? Oh, the leader left. Great. The leader left the group. All right, so let's find another group because this group apparently the leader just didn't even want to do anything. All right. Yeah, would you guys prefer seeing Friday streams here or on Twitch? And those Friday streams would be a little bit more interactive with you guys. Let's find a quick group we can. Oh, plus 17 Vault of the Wardens. Are you kidding me? Let's do that. Plus 17 Cathedral. Let's get some let's get some rip keys going. I don't think I'll get invited into plus 17s. Let's see if we can find anything else. Plus 11 Ma. And that, oh, plus 17 Cathedral. Alright, you guys wanted to see a rip key. Here it is. Plus 17 Cathedral. Yeah, after all that time of being super picky, he just ditched the group. I completely agree, Brittany. Here on YouTube, I know that when I first started streaming, a lot of people really liked me streaming here on YouTube because they might be at work or something, and work blocks Twitch, but they don't block YouTube. So just wondering. What time for the Friday ones? Probably around the same time as this Wednesday one. I'm thinking about doing a Friday live stream instead of a Friday like edited video. It's just things I'm considering. Plus 17 Cathedral, yep, it's happening. I have a Friday stream. Heath, not yet. Every now and then I've been streaming on Twitch. It hasn't been every week, but I'm considering just doing Friday streams instead of Friday like edited videos. And I was just wondering if you guys would like to keep it here or switch over to Twitch. Just because whenever I stream on Twitch, not everybody gets notified, and not everybody has a Twitch account. So it seems like more of you are here on YouTube. Oh man. And here it is with the ads. Alright, we're good. We can start summoning. Get this rip key hype. On Friday it's KFC? What? I really wish when I played when you were at home. Yeah, normally my afternoon playing is I raid Tuesdays and Thursdays now, and that's really about it. You're gonna make a horde priest when you get home, or do a giveaway for a faction change. I'm trying to farm out a lot more gold as well for these giveaways. However, so last week's winner, Sebastian, he gave me quite a few pets to give away this week on the stream. You thought you had followed me on Twitch? Yeah, I've done a few streams on Twitch, but there's not. I think Demon Hunter and Katie are the ones that regularly show up on Twitch. Never get notified on Twitch, even though I told it to notify me. Yeah, so the viewership is a lot better here. Twitch sucks. What realm am I on? I am on the US realm Terralion. KFC is Boomkin. Ah, okay, yeah. When I started doing Twitch streams was right before Tomb of Sargeras launched. I wanted to get concordance on my Boomkin, so when I started streaming on Twitch, it was definitely just AP grinding on my Boomkin. Alright, we have one last person going for the ready check, and then we'll be good to go. US? Yeah, Tommy. Sorry, I play on US. I don't have an EU client. You believe you have a few hordes at 84 plus levels? So it seems like most of the people that said anything was about YouTube. Can you invite people from any realm now? Yeah, as long as you play the same faction. So if you play Horde, I can invite you. If you play Horde on a US client, I can invite you to the group. Alright, so we're gonna get this plus 17 Cathedral going. Oh man. But I already got my warrior to 110. I don't want to play the same tune. You'd be SOL on gold. You can also, Max, you don't see plus 17 Cathedral, guys. You don't necessarily need to be friends listed. You can also do a slash whisper and then type in the realm name and stuff like that. Alright, so I'm going to pull this group. Like I said, Sanguine is the big affix this week. If your healer can handle Grievous, then it'll be fine. So this week, it's all about killing the packs off center. So you want to take them to a corner, kill them there, and you see that Sanguine puddle. I want to move this guy out of it. I don't want him to heal. And then the next group, I'll try to kill him a little bit closer to the middle of the hallway. I do want to interrupt any healing that they do, just because that's not good. We have fortified this week, so this week, anything that these guys, the longer that trash stays up, the worse it is for everyone. So we're going to get Shadow Wall up. I'm going to go ahead and interrupt that with a stun. He is going to stay inside for a little bit, and we got the Death Grip. Perfect. Alright, so we're making pretty good time, to be honest. So I'm going to pull this group. Hopefully the mini-boss doesn't come with it. Yeah, it does. The mini-boss I thought just appeared when you're a certain length down the hallway, but apparently it came out with this. We should be okay, though. Again, I just really have to be careful of where things die. There's the Shadow Wave coming out. Devastating swipe, too. So the Shadow Wave comes out. I'm going to jump over to the rest of the group. And I'm going to want things to start dying on this side of the room. So I have this side of the room empty. There's one guy that just went down right now. I want to run away from that puddle. And I'm going to get the other Fellbringer that goes down very soon. Not sure who's going to go down first. Probably the mini-boss. And then the Fellbringer goes down. And perfect. So we have very good placement of Sanguine Puddles way behind us. It isn't going to impact us at all. We did get one death there because of the Shadow Wave. So this is going really good for being a plus 17 Cathedral. In fact, I've had like plus 10 runs that are worse than this. So one thing is, I do want to hide over here in the corner because this Dread Hunter does come out. And this guy is going to do a frontal cone swipe. And it really hurts. It's a lot of magic damage. So I do use my magic mitigator at that moment. Alright, so I do want to also see the HP bars, which is kind of hard to see when you're tanking in the corner. So there's the Shadow Swipe again. And again, when that Shadow Swipe is going to go out, I kind of hide in a corner a little bit more than normal. So there's the Sanguine Puddle. I do want to move him out. There's the Shadow Swipe again. And there it is. It's going to be the death of him right there. And then we're going to have this mob move over. He did get like 1 or 2 ticks of Sanguine, but we're good. Alright, so there's the Shadow Swipes again coming out. So there's one death going down, and I want to move, and they went down almost immediately. So this is a really good group, by the way. The fact that we can get all of this down, the fact that we've only had the one death, like this is turning out to be really good. So I'm gonna stay in here. I'm not taking too much damage from this trash. There's one death right now, so I do want to run out. I'm gonna use Victory Rush because I did get that lucky proc there. There's another death right there, and we're gonna have a third death and a fourth death, just all in order. Unfortunately, my DK went down, this ad group kind of aggro to him first before I could run in there. I'm going to use a few cooldowns to survive this. Just up my HP. The good thing about this group is that they kind of jump around, and while it can kind of impact my group a little bit more, it lowers the amount of damage I take. So even though one person went down, it's not going to be that much extra strain on my healer because this group kind of jumps around all over the place. I am going to start making my way to a corner here just so that these things don't, the sanguine puddles don't get all stacked up. So again, run to these corners. You guys see all the sanguines dropped over here. These guys jumped on the healer that was standing right there. It still leaves us very good spacing. So I do want to move away from anything like that, any of these devastating swipes. And there it is. We have one sanguine puddle. It's a little hard to see in that corner, so I did miss it for maybe about 2 ticks there. So that shadow wall guy is about to go down. He's also another priority because of shadow wall. This is about to go down as well, so I'll run over here. Make sure I pick up this person, run him over to the corner. No big deal taking this person down now. You did ICC on all your tunes until the cute Bone Storm guy dropped. ICC is really fun to do regardless. It has, well, at least I have a lot of fond memories of ICC, and I really like the gear scheme there. So I'm going to pull these guys into here so that the sanguine only affects me in here, and then we should be good. Oh, I went down. I don't know if my healer was here. The group should be okay, actually. Everything is down so low where it should be okay. And I should be getting a res, hopefully, just because running back is going to take a long time now. Yeah, there's the res. Pugs have gone downhill in the last 3 weeks. This pug is actually really good. I mean, for a plus 17 cathedral, we're making really good time. Eight out of 12 mounts so far. Jeez, Max, that's insane. Alright, so what I can do with this group again is do the infinite kite that does exist here. And that's just by doing this. And I'm going to stay up here a little bit more. That Grievous is really affecting me. So I'm going to stay here. Hopefully the Grievous gets healed off. And we should be able to bypass this mob. Oh, look at this. Cool little parkour trick. If you guys didn't know the parkour trick. Which is something I wasn't aware of either. Alright, so once we heal the Grievous off, we'll run in here and do this pack. Rib key? Not yet, Max. Not yet. That's how you make enough money to pay the sub every month to just farm out ICC. Yeah, there's a lot of viable ways to actually farm out your coin every month. And definitely farming pets is one of those. Alright, so we're about to start getting some sanguine puddles, so I'm going to start moving everything as much as I can, although some of the things here don't really move, or these plants, they move really slowly. So there's the Stranglevine Lasher. If it starts moving closer to a puddle, I'll charge it to root it, but I think it should be okay. There it is, it went down. Alright, so we're running here. Get the next pull going. I'll throw out a stun on that Stranglevine just to stop it from just completely suffocating everybody in my team. Alright, and I will start moving slowly. The botanist does go down first. And then the Stranglevine is going to get a few ticks of that heal off since he is very, very slow unless we get a knock. Or that death grip right there. Alright, and in this area, I'm going to target these guys first. So they should start fixate. Yeah, they fixate me and start chasing me first, which is perfect. That allows the DPS to kind of run in there and DPS them down. And now it's just all about the Stranglevine. And so the Stranglevine walks really slowly. I can just keep walking backwards. Why do warriors and paladins have paladin Xmog? You can get a lot of this stuff from the dungeons that drop tier set. So I believe the shoulders are from the new Tomb of Sargeras, but the crown is particularly from Mount Hyjal, I believe. And I do think that item is probably has intel on it, but for transmog purposes, it doesn't really matter what it has on it. Alright, so I'm going to pull this guy as far back as I can so that it does not affect the boss ads at all. Alright, so there's decent placement for Sanguine, because if we get Sanguine Puddles all the way in the front and we're trying to kite the boss ads and they're going to be healing, nah, it won't be very good. What's up, STL? Once you hit heroic TOS pug mode, you lose faith in humanity every wipe. Switching over to Frostfire Ridge. That's what sold you on Horde? Frostfire Ridge? Your old garrison? Alright, so for the Timber Smashes, I am going to want to use at least one cooldown. That can be Neltharion's Fury, that can be Demoralizing Shout, it could be a number of different things. I do also want to pick up the Succulent Lasher. I want to make sure I pick it up and be nowhere near it when it gets its cast off. It's just such a deadly, deadly cast. And now that we're going to have all of the ads, I do want to stay back. Oh, I got destroyed. That melee. And I'm not quite sure why just a regular melee hit me for over 3 million. I mean, we don't have Tyrannical. It wasn't a Lumbering Smash. So I'm not sure why that hit me that hard. Again, I don't want to be anywhere near it when it gets that cast off. And I have a few ads chasing me right now. There was no way around that. This might be a rip key now that we got up to the first boss. So we do have to run back. Everybody went down. There was too many ads at that point because a few people had gone down. But overall, not bad for a plus 17 Cathedral, honestly. So we'll run over here close to the right-hand side to run back. Guess a 2K pace for your swap. You're getting close, Max. You are getting close to that. You get your gold. Oh, you have a 101 Twink Druid. Nice. I was considering making a 101 DK Twink. But yeah, the 101 Twinks. I've heard it's gotten so much cheaper to make a 101 Twink as well. Not a gambling man. Nope. Max stays true to the gold he has. So let's make sure we don't get this pat. We'll just go ahead and use our leap right now, just to make sure we avoid it. Are crowns just headwear or their own slot? They're just headwear. So this is my normal helmet. Looks like that, but I have it transmogged to the crown. I went with the I wanted Max to be proud of me, so I went with the full paladin plate skirt look this week. Sweet rib key. It might be. It might just be. I mean, I hope not. What's up, Johan? Welcome back to the live stream. Paladin Undead. It's real. It happens. Look at this. We got the ribs right here. Ribs are in full order. The plate skirt does help out because it does cover my knees. And normally, as an undead, my knees are out and about and just flopping around everywhere. So the plate skirt does help. So if anything, I should be tankier now, just because of that. Alright, so here we are. We get the ads. There's not much I can do about it as a tank. All the ads just kind of, they have to go down to everybody else. There's the tank ad. One person down. I guess one of the ads touched them. I'm going to get one of those ads coming up here now. There's the regular ad. Okay. And I have to make sure that that regular ad doesn't cast when I'm around it. Alright, perfect. So we've made it this far. 50%. One person down, which isn't that promising. Here it is. We have another group of ads. We'll see if we can get through this one. So my healer's dead. I have to try to... Nope, everybody else is dead now too. Alright, so this is a rip key, plus 17. I had really high hopes because trash went so well. I had hopes. I really did. I changed my armor, but not my ugly undead face. Max, when you come horde, are you rolling undead? Ah, somebody left. Alright. Somebody left the group. Unfortunately, that's our first rip key. There it is, Brittany. You wanted to see a rip key. It had to be Cathedral of Eternal Hell. It just had to be Cathedral. You want the gayest transmog ever? I think that might be... Cloth seems to have more colors. That might be more for that. Let me repair and run over to our next rip key. Let's see what else we can find. Plus 12 Lower Kara. Lower Kara is going to be pretty damn difficult this week because of all of the trash. Let's see what else we can get. Next X-Pack, Undead Pallies. Hey, that'd be pretty cool. You're in a skirt as a tank. I'm going to be tripping all over that. I'm going to get banned by Sylvanas for being an Undead Pally. What if Sylvanas is no longer the War Chief next expansion? What if we all get a brand new War Chief? Shin's all hanging out like a floozy. Rip healer. Is that what happened to the healer? He stood in the green stuff? I was trying to run away from all the ads. Let's go for plus 15 HOV. I just realized that that's what I was clicking on. Got an Undead Priest, 87. You all want that rip key goodness? Well, there it was. Plus 17. Alright, I got into the plus 15 HOV. Let's start flying over to HOV. Doesn't she still lead the Forsaken? Yes. Yes, she does. So even if we get a new War Chief, you're right. You don't understand why there aren't Undead Pallies? Well, Undead Pallies are originally Death Knights, aren't they? So in a Pally, like the Four Horsemen fight in Nax, they're all Paladins that died and came back. So aren't Undead Pallies just DKs? It would have to be like a Forsaken Paladin. It'd have to be a really weird I mean, lore-wise, I'm sure they can get someone to write up something in lore-wise for it. You'll be a Tauren or a Blood Elf Horde side. Max, I thought you were gonna go Goblin. Come on, that movement leap thing that Goblins get. They kill the War Chief every expansion, but you don't want Sylvanas to die. Well, hasn't Sylvanas died 3 times at this point? Do you think they'll get the balance on the seat of the Triumvirate better in the Cathedral? I don't think so, Heath, but I also don't think they're under the same pressure. The Mythic Plus system, like this expansion, is towards the last half of the expansion. We've already gotten 2 tiers. I believe the next raid in Argus is probably going to have another tier set. I'm not confirming it, I don't know. But we normally get 3 tier sets per expansion, so I think the next raid is going to have the next tier. So they don't need to have the proper balance for the next dungeon, because the Mythic Plus Invitational is happening. It happened a little bit today. I saw one of the groups face off today, and it's happening a little bit also in BlizzCon. So once BlizzCon is over, they don't need to balance Mythic Pluses anymore because there's no tournaments being held for it anymore. So I don't think it's going to be balanced, and I don't think they're going to be under a lot of pressure to fix it. They kill the War Chief every extension. The tank is out too, Brittany. Ouch. You might go Goblin Shaman. There you go. Goblins are pretty cool, but you wouldn't mind one. What I've noticed is, so there's this one Goblin I raid with, and every time we fight something like Avatar, he has less downtime because of the Goblin racial. So as a Boomkin, I have my Disengage that I like using as opposed to Displacer Beast because of the cooldown. So I get to move where I'm standing frequently because of that Disengage. But then if I had the Goblin racial on top of that, I'd be able to position myself a lot better, a lot faster. So I've noticed that the Goblin racial comes in handy when raiding. It's really, really weird. 2 times Sylvanas has died? Okay. You want to like die for good? I don't know if they can kill someone like that willingly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's so important to the storyline. She's been there for so long. And then next patch, her sister is coming up. Ilaria Windrunner is gonna be here. So I think maybe the next expansion, since we found her sister, I think maybe next expansion something's gonna happen with that. With their storyline. Does Sylvanas sit at the throne at Orgrimmar? I'm not sure, actually. I haven't checked the throne room. If so, who is at the helm of Undercity while she's away? She might just be controlling from Undercity, but I haven't looked. That counts, and she threw herself to death again. Yeah, she's died quite a few times. The Goblin racial is awesome. Yeah. Hey, Tilioxo, thank you for stopping by, man. The Goblin racial is awesome. Yeah, a little bit of extra gold, and that movement ability really does come in handy. All right, so we're getting the last summons going. Hopefully they accept and they run in here. Vol'jin was about that, and Blizz didn't care about Vol'jin. Very, very true. Alright, so everybody's here. We'll go ahead and run in. That's a big negative on Moonguard. Weird things happen there. Yeah, weird things happen on Moonguard. A lot. A lot of weird things happen on Moonguard. Did I repair? I did repair. Okay. We're good for a brand new Wipe Fest. This was a plus 13, I think. I forgot what plus we're doing. But it'll come up. We're getting a food buff going. We're good to go. You're on Moonguard now, planning to build my hordes there. Alright, let's see. Let's see how this group does. Hopefully it won't be just as bad. Yeah, Thrall is yeah. The whole Thrall story. It's a little, it was a little lackluster. He was built up so much, and now he's just in the back, kind of hanging out. All right, so let's plus 15 HOV. Let's get this going. So again, I know I'm gonna have to run up these stairs behind me right now. So what I'm gonna do is let these guys die over here on the right hand side so that everybody can still use the stairs. Although if you get bad placement on this kill, it's not a big deal because there's a complete other side. But you guys see that and that, so there's still all of this area people can run through. And at this point, this no longer matters where I place them because we have a big open room right now. The big area, the areas where it matters where you place Sanguine is going to be on small hallways. But for example, right now, as long as they don't just stack up and keep healing themselves, doesn't matter where I drop them. We have a lot of open room. Here's going to be the first death right now. Then the second death is going to be happening right after, and then the third. And so that was, you know, this placement isn't the best, but again, doesn't really matter on this pull. Always this pull is hard to get together because you get DPS that just jumps in there as soon as they can and just starts hitting things. Oh, and I got stunned. So I think this is going to be a wipe on this pull. I'll run back in. Nope. Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. Let's just let it be a wipe. Reset that. Yeah, the fact that I got stunned led to that rip key right there. Alright, so once everybody gets up here, we'll be good to go. What chat add-on is this? Simon, are you talking about the chat that you see live on stream? Troll, I don't know either. Not sure what that was all about. Not sure why they ran up there. And here's the stun again. Hopefully, oh jeez, he stunned 3 people with that. Yeah, this group, yeah, the stuns are a little out of control. Yeah, and I'm not sure why that Demon Hunter had to run up to melee range to cage him. Alright, so we're gonna get a few deaths here. So I'm gonna start running away for that Sanguine counter. And there it is, there's the last death right there. We do have one other person waiting at the top, but I'll just wait for that. There's no need for me to run over that and to rush it. Garrosh Nuke Theramore. The chat add-on on the bottom left. Yeah, the chat add-on on the bottom left that you see in the live stream, in the video right now, is the chat that's for the live stream. It's not necessarily an add-on. I use OBS, and I point it at the URL of my chat. So the chat that you see on the bottom left of the screen is what's happening on YouTube chat right now. So it's not in-game chat at all. It's YouTube chat. Your priest is only 2 mil short of having my HP pool. Yeah. Prot warriors don't have the biggest HP pool. We're waiting for our healer to mana up. Prot Warriors don't have the biggest HP pool if they run Devastator instead of Indomitable, which kind of sucks. It makes it seem like we are very bad tanks because we don't have that much HP, but Devastator is just really, really good. There's only a few reasons why you would want to take Indomitable. So here we have to watch out for the Storm Breaths. So I don't see any of them near the front. We have the back and the middle, and then we're going to have the front. So I'm going to have to move very quickly. Hopefully everybody follows me and moves with me. Everybody's alive. Everybody lived. This, I'm surprised, to be honest with you. Oh, everybody lived until the dancing sword hit them in the face. And then they didn't. And then they were no longer alive. We are getting B-reses out, though. So that's good. Alright, here's another Storm Breath. We're going to have middle first, so I'm going to get the hell away from here. Alright, so everybody's dead. 42%. This group is not looking very good in terms of completion of this dungeon. I don't think me and this boomkin can tomb. Oh, he just went down. Yeah. We'll give this group another shot, but I don't think this is gonna happen. I really don't think this is going to happen. Jaina's gonna be nuts. I think next expansion is gonna be centered on her. I do believe a lot of the next expansion hype that's out there right now. Yeah, hey, no problem, Simon. Alright, so we'll give this another shot. Monk tanks do crazy good DPS. Yeah, we can do good DPS, but I don't think we're the top. We were when 725 first dropped, I think. Our cleave damage was insane, and we were for sure at the top of 5-man dungeons when Devastator and Vengeance first came out. But we've been nerfed quite a lot since then. Our revenge damage has been nerfed. The amount of damage that Devastator does, like a lot of our damage abilities have been nerfed, which it's fine. We're tank class, so we don't necessarily need the damaging abilities. But yeah, we were top and not so much anymore. One person down. Oh man, this is not looking good. 2 people down, so I think that's it. That's my healer down. At this point, we'll try to find another group. This is just not going to happen. I'll just start jumping around, cleaving people. So yeah, this is not going to happen. We'll try to find another group. With your legs and shoulders on your pally, you pull ridiculous damage. Yeah, those. Actually, nobody left yet. One more attempt. Yeah, paladins even had more HP at their mage tower because paladins pull really big damage. Your bear tank can't pull threat from single target threat off my demon hunter AoE threat. Ouch. Rip key train. Yep, we'll give it one more shot. Although I'm not holding my breath for this one. Pallies were good till TOS. Yeah, Kill Jaden gives paladins a lot of trouble, doesn't he? More so than like any other boss had. Paladins were really solid, and then Kill Jaden came around, and now all the paladins seem very squishy all of a sudden. There's 2 deaths, and that's GG. Honestly, that's it. I don't think we can do this without DPSers, but I mean, maybe the Boomkin is gonna super carry all of us. Alright, let's see where the Storm Breath is coming out from. Middle first. And then it looks like front is going to be second and we'll be third, which is going to give us a nice window to run through here. No rush at all. Yeah, that bloodletting swipe can hurt if you don't get a crit on that swipe. So we already have what, 21 deaths? 21 deaths this early on into this dungeon. So here's the Storm Breath again. Looks like the back is going to be first, and so then I will run to the back once it's done. It's like your HOV +9. There it is. Grievous. It got the best of the group. I'm assuming the healer went out of mana because of the Grievous. So we'll go ahead and find another group. We have 1 minute and 30 seconds. 1 minute and 30 seconds for another wipe. So bad. Yeah, they just keep dying to breath. Every time I join an HOV key, I know that this is going to be our big... So we'll wait for our Hearthstone. We'll give it one more attempt. Yeah, every time I join an HOV, I know that this is a pug killer. For some reason, breath is the pug killer. It's pronounced Rage Tower. Is my server active, like guild recruiting and raids? Absolutely. The server where this tank is very active. In fact, if you guys joined this server and you guys are looking for a specific raiding guild, there's a few people that manage kind of like the recruiting, and if you tell them I raid during these times and I am a heroic raider or I am a mythic raider, whatever level raider you are, they can probably find a guild for you and they can put you in contact with them. 1 death. There's also a realm Discord for this realm that I'm in that serves like when you're looking for pugs or anything, and yeah, 3 people dead to the Storm Breath. I'm just gonna stand in this and just die. So yeah, if you guys want to join this realm, it has a lot of activity, and there is someone who kind of looks at everything, and you can talk to her and see where she can put you. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this group. I don't think this is happening with 30 deaths. What server am I playing on, Johan? I am playing on the US server Terralion, and that is on Horde side. So I'll go ahead, go repair, and once we repair, we can find another group. Also, last week I did Heroic Goroth probably about 9 or 10 times with no trinket. No, actually probably about 9 with no trinket. It was ridiculous. Alright, so let's see. Lower Kara, another rip key. We don't shy away from rip keys here as long as they're new rip keys. I saw another cathedral, but we already did that. We already rip keyed on that. So we got into the lower Kara group, so we'll see how bad it is. So many don't know the first boss, everything else in HOV is cakewall. Yeah, absolutely. The first boss is your pug killer because people don't know how to watch out for the next breath. And then it even kind of boils down to that idea of in this one it can kind of seem like it's the tank's fault, because if the breaths are coming in 2 areas that are right next to each other, if you need to move, you can't move the boss quickly enough for melee to be standing behind him. So melee needs to also be aware and run with the tank as opposed to behind the boss, because if they run behind the boss, they're gonna get hit by that storm breath. So yeah, you need to kind of watch it for yourself. Your main tank was a pally with those Legos and he averaged 1 million DPS. Jeez. His shard is too awesome. I used to raid Burning Crusade on his shard and they were very good. Yeah, my old shard, when I first started making videos, I was on a different shard when I was on my Alliance tune, and that shard was very much dead. I couldn't do a Mythic +2 on that shard. You want to move servers to a more active one? Whisperwind is nice but pretty calm in general. But your gold, you can bring out your gold. That is a lot of tank DPS. 1 mil, yeah, that's ridiculous. You're on that server on your shaman. Oh yeah, STL. You made a server on Terralion, right? I mean, you made a shaman on Terralion. Sorry. Start fishing. That's where the goal is. You thought it was an easy week, Johan? I thought so too. This week should be all about sanguine puddle placements, but apparently, boss mechanics. The thing is, Himdall boss mechanics exist every single week. So the fact that we can't get past that means that no matter what the affixes are, Storm Breath is going to be a killer every time, guaranteed. You'd rather dungeon farm bloods than buy fish that way? Oh. Let's go for the trinket. Yeah, we'll do one more Mythic Plus. If we can't get a Mythic Plus done, then we'll try Heroic TOS. Fishing artifact, you can fish a whole pool up. I didn't know you could do that with a fishing artifact. You can burst 4 mil. Need bloods to make Obliterum. Yeah, that's one thing that bloods is still going to be used for. Crafting the gear to oblit. And then Obliterum is going to be used with Sargonite or something like that to combine to oblit things to a much higher item level. I think like 930 or something. I forgot what the oblit level is going to be. It's going to be ridiculous. You hit 110 on your shaman, just got to gear him up, but he's squishy. Yep. Starting the gear grind. The very beginning of the gear grind is the hard part. Because trying to get Mythic plus zeros or anything like that without any gear is difficult. Storm Breath is a pug killer? Absolutely. It really is. Server transfer and faction change is terrible. Yeah, I agree that the WoW kind of services charges are very high. Most other MMOs out there never had anything that blocked servers. And nowadays, the only reason why you have servers is because of economies. But you can play with anyone from any other server. So I don't see why the price is so high. Why didn't your guild implode last month? The deal last month for faction and server transfer, damn. Alright, so there it is. We have a full group. And everybody is relatively close. They're either in Dalaran or on their way. So we'll go ahead and run in. There's 2 people out there to summon. So let's run in. And let's see how this lower carrot goes. Because today hasn't been very good. So let's see how lower carrot goes. Will Mythic Plus be updated when 7.3 goes live next week? This week sounds easy, but I feel like what the fuck is everyone doing? Yeah, this week should be easy. This week should be one of those weeks where you have no problem as long as your tank knows how to drop Sanguine. But we did HOV. People didn't know how to deal with Storm Breath and people kept dying to it. We did Cathedral, which the trash was easy enough, but once we got to the first boss, one person died guaranteed to the ads every time, and then after that, at least 1 or 2 other people would start dying to the rest of the ads because you have them focused on less and less people, so it's more and more ads to deal with. And what other rip key did we do? That was it. We were waiting on a vault, but it didn't happen. So yeah, this week should be easy, but the thing is regular boss mechanics still apply, and it seems like I'm not having luck with regular boss mechanics this week. What's up, Pad? And will the updated Mythic Plus stuff go up? I think so, because they had the Gamescom trailer, or the Gamescom announcement earlier. And during that announcement, they did say that the new dungeon was coming with 7.3. So I think that next week we're getting the new dungeon and Argus and whatever beginning storylines there are going to be in Argus. but we're not getting the new raid yet. Yes, Mythic is getting updated next week to plus 10 max, 915 for base. Okay, yeah, so it is getting updated. Cool. So we're waiting for the last 2 people to run in here. They're probably stuck in the loading screen of death because I see they're in the zoned Karazhan. Yep, there's one of them. So once we get them in here, we'll try to go get our Goroth trinket, which is going to be terrible. You're happy for the 3 relic spots at 110? Yes. Yes, I completely agree. When I leveled up my druid, it took me way too long to be able to do that because I didn't even know what quest line it was. I didn't even know what quest line it was for my druid to get the 3rd artifact slot, so it was ridiculous to like try to look at my quest log and then do this quest line, and it was like, no, that was just for AP. No, that one had to do with just your class order hall, not necessarily unlocking. It was a mess. Upper or lower? I believe this is a lower plus 11. So not ready for a new raid tier. This one just came out. Yeah, the fact that they're releasing the new area kind of sucks for people who haven't completed it. Plus 11 lower Kara. It does kind of suck, and I wish that TOS kind of lasted a little bit longer. But I mean, I think we all wanted content. So yeah, it does kind of suck though. I do wish that they would have waited at least another month. Late September would not have been bad at all for a new raid release. I'm dying to the dot. Cleanse. No cleanse. So now I'm dying to Grievous. Alright, I'll wait up here for some heals because this Grievous is only going to get worse. And I need heals. Alright, perfect. Alright, so let's run into this group. Start pulling this. Make sure we don't get hit by any pennies. Especially, it's already normally a one-shot. Although for tanks, sometimes you can survive 1 or 2 pennies. But, oh no. We have this whole pulling through the wall thing. But since we have Fortified this week, it's like guaranteed extra one-shot on everyone. Alright, so since we do have Sanguine, and we did get all these new guys, and they're stunned on the Sanguine, we need to run over here. So there's the pennies. I think I got hit by one of them. So there's a few deaths happening right now. What I'd want to move is move these guys closer to the wall. Especially, it's harder to do while trying to dodge the pennies actively. So here we are, trying to move that over. We do have a bunch of Sanguine puddles. Everything got kind of pulled as one big pull, which is not what you want to do. Alright, so let's run the hell out of here. There was a few pennies there. Thankfully, none of them landed on me. Oh! It was just way too much damage. So we do have one last add up. Let me start running back. Yeah, the fact that all of those things happened at once is just not good. Everything should have been staggered, but all those pulls just kept happening and happening. I need to start eating because I don't have my healer with me. For some reason, I have Grievous. So I will go down to Grievous unless I resolve that situation. I do have Fighter Chow, actually. Let's do Fighter Chow. I should be fine with Fighter Chow. Is it worth gearing a tank in crafted gear and then maxing with Obliterum? It's worth... I wouldn't max out your tank with crafted gear. What I would do is get enough gear to where you can run LFR, run Mythic Pluses, or anything like that. Alright, one ad. So we killed everything else. Everything else was in one pull except for one ad. We even cleared a little bit of the next area, the bottom area, because of how big that pull was. So we did lose a little bit of time by dying and running back, but then again, we did clear it super fast. So, give and take. Raid is released in 735. No AOTC for you this tier, Max. You still have a little bit to go. Yeah, look at that. There's also only one person in here. So we did pull the large majority of the next pulls. But yeah, if you can afford, if you don't think you need that money for like WoW tokens or anything like that, then you know go for it, go crazy, gear yourself out right now. But if not, it's not necessary. Just get enough gear to be able to run Mythic Pluses, and then you'll be good. So again, I'm gonna try to kite these guys out here to the corner. They're being stunned right now, but hopefully they run over here a little bit more. Perfect. We do have one Sanguine Puddle. It's hard to see every HP bar. We have another Sanguine Puddle back there. So once we keep getting, every time we get a Sanguine Puddle, I'm going to run away. Alright, and there we go. Right after that, that's the last one. Unfortunately, he's stuck mid-cast, which happens a lot during Sanguine. More than we would like it to. And that's it. We do have open areas to run through. Not the best placement, because these guys did get stunned right before they came over to me. But we should be okay. You're gonna make a Belfontai whatever. Terralion is coming back next patch. He's gonna be an Argus, so you'll know the name. You'll know the name well. Alright, so they got stunned on top of that Sanguine, and they're getting healed. And here it is, they ran over to me. Alright. And then there's another death and another cast. Yeah, that kinda sucks. There's you can't interrupt that cast. You can stun them out of it, but then you're stunning them inside of Sanguine anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Why does the stream stop for you sometimes? Not sure. Does that happen to everyone? She's level 0, not even made yet. Perfect. You have 84 days, Brittany. You don't think we're getting the raid till like November? I hope so. I hope they kind of stagger things out. There's no way for EU people to play with me? No. EU and US clients are completely different. The only way for me to play with EU people is to buy a brand new copy of WoW and a new subscription of WoW on EU, or for them to buy the subscription on US. But yeah, they keep EU and US separate. Alright, so this week shouldn't be too bad on something like this Opera event. I don't know if you guys remember last week, we did Lower Karazhan last week too, and with Necrotic, this is insane because you have so many ads, your Necrotic stacks up so fast, and you can't get rid of it because there's so many ads. So hopefully, yeah, since they don't die, they don't drop Sanguine, which is perfect. So I'll go ahead, throw out a stun, try to pick up aggro, but yeah, picking up aggro on those Murlocs doesn't really exist too much. So here comes the wash away. You do want to avoid it as much as you can. If you get hit by that wash away, it is very deadly. Hi, Brittany. Thank you for stopping by. And I'll see you on the Horde side. Uh-oh. 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 We took all the things. We'll pop a cooldown right now to mitigate any of that. And there it is. Oh, Tony's still up. Tony needs to go down, and then we're good to go to keep moving on to the next part of this. And there it is. Alright. How's our healer doing? 40%? 40% is good for trash. Since we do have Sanguine, I'm going to grab all of these ads and bring them over here. Just because I don't want all the Sanguine puddles to go on that hallway. It's a very small hallway and to have that many Sanguine puddles in, to be honest with you. So again, dodge the poetry slams, dodge the last word, don't get hit by any of that, especially on a week like this week because it is fortified. There's the final curtain, not last word, final curtain. Alright, so we're good. We made enough room on the hallway. This group gets pulled too if people kind of move that way a little bit. If not, let's just pull this group back. And so since we're moving down this way in the hallway, if I start all the way here in the back and slowly kite them up the hallway as they die, we should be okay. So that's what I'll do. I'll start all the way back here. We still have a decent amount of HP left. Actually, people are running through, so let's just run through. It is better to use the stage, especially if your group sees that. And since they saw that and they were running this way, it is better to use this as opposed to the hallway. But you can use the hallway once you start on this second group. So this is it. That's the last one. That's all our Sanguine that would have been concentrated in this hallway instead. Alright, we had one person that went down. Once we get that res, we'll be good to go. They'll release on November 14th. That should be enough for Tomb, to be honest. Alright, so we got the res. Everybody's here. These last two people, don't need to do anything too special with them. They can die wherever they go down. I'm kind of kiting them a little bit out of the way because the next group I am going to kite all the way back. So I do want these guys to die somewhat, maybe like in the middle, towards the middle of the room. Because the next group I'm going to kite up here. And even if you do play Oceanic, it is a delay, yeah. There's been a few times where there's maintenance on my realms and I try to go Oceanic and it doesn't really work out. So Firelands Portal, unfortunately, that cast is going to go off, so hopefully people all run back. So I'll pick up all of the things. I'll run even further back than normal. And then we should be alright. So unfortunately the Firelands Portal cast does go off. Here it is, we have some Sanguine. Now I have to move over. Perfect. It's hard to see sometimes when you're in that kind of corner tanking style. But overall you should be alright. If you look at the buffs that your enemy has, as soon as you see Sanguine on them, just kind of move them away. Alright, so this group, I'm going to go ahead and just get them started out here in this corner. Just away from everything. And then once they start going down in this corner, I'll move out a little bit more. So I do see the first death happening. And they did get stunned on there, unfortunately. Second death just happened. And then we'll have the third death happen right now. And I'll move them. Oh, I was trying to move them away from the door just in case we went down. So if we have a full wipe, we might have a little bit of an issue, but we can always skip over to Morose, to be honest with you. So it shouldn't be too bad. So here's the next group. One of them is close to going down right now. And they're going to go down soon. There it is. And the next one is going to go down soon as well right now. And there's the whole group. So you guys can see there's everything we pulled right now. So that's a good concentration of Sanguine. You wish boss ads would not give necrotic? Yeah, you and me both, honestly. I don't understand why boss ads give necrotic. So I'm going to move them over a little bit because of that Sanguine again. There's a Firelands Portal. I already threw out my stun, so there's not much else I can do. So here we go. We have a few more deaths, and they are going to die way over here. Again, we can move into the hallway just fine. Well, rip me then. But yeah, I've played Oceanic a few times when all of the US realms are down for maintenance and Oceanic is up. But yeah, there's definitely a delay. What level is this key? It's a plus 11. Plus 11 lower. So what I'll do is I will pull these ushers. I know there's a Pat and he's coming, but we have enough time to take these guys down. What I will do is kind of bring these guys a little bit further back. And now that they're a little bit further back, we'll be good to go. Alright, so now that we got those 2 kills, I'll put the last kill right up against this corner. And we'll be good. We'll have the rest of the hallway to us to run through. And you guys can see that. Try to hug the walls, and you'll be good. Since we do need this next hallway that they are in, I'm going to pull these guys back. Have one of them die here, and the other one maybe on the stairs. And make sure you don't stare at that flashlight. It does a lot of damage, and it disorients. You just don't want that. Alright, so there's one death. The next death goes down right there. We're good. We have this whole hallway. We do have 2 more. I'm going to pull them back if I can. And every time I say if I can, I really mean like if the DPS doesn't jump in and immediately pull off of me, but I should be okay. So there's one death right now. Second death is going to happen. He's standing on Sanguine because of his flashlight cast. And the second death will happen out here, and we'll be good to go. You love how this is a carrot key, you get the old, yeah. You're raiding with me in the background, it's all good. I appreciate it. I appreciate you tuning in, especially when you're doing something like raiding yourself as well. So again, this guy going down way in the corner. We have a ton of ads in this room. So this is where you need to be very careful with your placement. So I'm going to run in. I'm going to pull them all. And then I am going to run. Just run straight here. If everything dies in this line, it'll be a good time. Perfect. So you guys see there's just a straight line of Sanguine across the room. And we're good to go. This guy, I want to kill him again in that corner. This is where a lot of groups will start having wipes in areas like this, because they'll kill everything kind of in the beginning of this room, beginning of this hallway, then they won't be able to run in. Like if I try to run across these puddles at normal run speed, I'll probably die. Especially if there's, you know, this looks like 2 puddles stacked up. So when you have a lot of those ads, you definitely want to stagger how they die. And not only stagger how they die, but spread it out, and spread it out somewhere where you're not going to use it. Like, I don't have to run into this room, so these sentries dying right in front of this room, that's fine. It doesn't hurt me one bit. And right after these sentries go down, oh, actually, we're going to get a body pull anyway. Alright, so these 3, we got more pulls. Pick them up. So alright, so these next pulls, I'm going to have them die out here in the corner of this hallway. Just because I don't want to make the rest of the hallway very impacted. There's another death going down right now. We should have another one very, very soon. There's another one. And then I want to skip this hallway. I want to go all the way across diagonally because I need to run to that hallway. Once we're done killing Maiden, I need to run across that hallway. This hallway is very important to me, so I don't want to block it. So we have a little bit of a space here. Right like that. Perfect. However, I don't know if we'll kill Maiden by the time the Sanguine puddles go away naturally, but you do always want to kind of plan ahead because of that. What's up, Katie? Rip Key, you're already calling it? Max, we're not even at the second boss yet. Although today has been a very Rip Key kind of day. To be completely fair, It has been a rip key day. But what's up, Katie? I mean, this group is going really good so far, so I think we'll be fine. And we're gonna get some pats. We should be perfectly fine though. Yeah, they'll body pull. And again, I can drag these over to the edge of the room once they're done being stunned. And we should be fine all the way out here. Alright. So yeah, some of these other older sanguine puddles are going down. So I think we'll be fine at the end of the hallway. So even if we had kind of dropped that in unfortunate spots, we would have been fine for after Maiden. Max is brutal. Max has no mercy. Max is a cup half empty kind of guy when it comes to me and running Mythic Pluses. Alright, so we're good. Let's get to Maiden. And again, this week has no Tyrannical. The only affix you have to deal with on a boss fight is Grievous. So it's more about your healers and your healers being able to manage whatever AoE damage goes out on your group. And if they can manage it fine and keep everybody above 90%, then you'll be fine. Alright, so again, those sacred grounds have to be dropped way in the corners of the room. And as a tank, you don't even have to go into one of those pools to get that consecrate debuff. You can actually just use your Berserker Rage, as a warrior I mean. Just use your Berserker Rage the first time around, and if you have your 4-piece, you shouldn't even need to go in there the second time around. You should be perfectly fine. So I'm popping a little bit of damage here. There's all the damage needed for Holy Wrath. I'll go ahead and interrupt it, and we're good to go. Call it like you see it, Max. Hope you get to see Mythic Maiden before the next raid tier. Hope so too. How close are you to Mythic Maiden, Johan? Alright, there it is. So here's Maiden. Just went down. We shouldn't have... No, all the sanguine puddles are gone, so we're good to go. Katie only does Mythic plus 20 up and solo tank. It's true. That's very, very true. The minimum that Katie runs is a plus 20. Alright, so... Oh, we got one guy over here. Not a big deal, and the Sanguine doesn't necessarily matter at this point anymore, since we are going to be jumping down to Morose. And the jump down to Morose shouldn't be that deadly. The Sanguine puddles might get a little bit out of hand if we pull the whole table, which is probably going to happen. But I should be able to run into the rest of the room. Since we don't have bursting, we don't have explosive, we don't have anything like that, we should be fine. So there it is. We do have some Sanguine here. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the corner of the room and pull the group. Alright, so we do have one non-elite left that needs to go down, and then this waiter will be perfectly fine. But you see this puddle right here is like 7 or 8 stacks of the puddle. If you tried to run past that, you would for sure die to like 2 ticks. She's just here for moral support. Yeah, Katie's insane. Alright, there's not much room to move around, but the magic damage taken from this won't be deadly, but it will be high, especially because of fortified. Alright, and there goes the Arcane Warden, and then we'll have all of the non-elites again. I'll pick up one of these elites. These non-elites, should go down, hopefully all relatively quickly, so that none of them get a single tick of sanguine. And there it is. And that's fine. Picking up a bunch of ads this week, since we don't have bolstering or bursting or anything like that, it really doesn't hurt that much. That's the good thing about this week. You don't instantly get a rip key if someone body pulls something. So we do have another non-elite paired up with the elite that we do have. And after that non-elite goes down, since he was a caster, couldn't really move him too much, I'll just move over myself. And then I'll pull the Arcane Warden over here to this corner too. If everything dies on the back side of the room, just like this, it'll be the best possible thing that can happen, because for Morose, I'm going to use the front and the middle of the room. So yeah, if everything dies back here, it'll be really good. So we did get the other Arcane Warden. Somebody body pulled it, but it's not a big deal. There are some weeks when body pulling like that, on weeks like bolstering, where it can really hurt you, on weeks like explosive, where it just means that you're going to have more bombs going off. There's some weeks where it really will hurt you doing stacked pulls and body pulls, but not this week. This week should be fine. We might not be able to have any reses. No, our Shadow Priest lived, so we can get our reses from our Shadow Priest. Max is the type of guy that if you ninja pull, he spits on your face and leaves mid-dungeon. But not before soloing the boss. Hey, soloing the boss is the important part. You had a mage pulling group, so we were starting a fight group last week. I wanted to die necrotic with starting. Yeah, necrotic is terrible. And when people pull for you, especially non-tanks, it makes it worse. Since they're not aware of how necrotic works and stacks up and things like that, yeah, it just makes it a lot worse. So again, all these phantom guests, I'm not going to stun them. I really want them to come with me all the way over here. No, they got stunned and died back there. So not ideal, not the perfect situation. Let me pick up a trap. Let's see what we have this week. Baroness. And oh man, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and CC the healer, and then we should be able to pull everything else. So there's the first coat check happening right now, and the Armageddons. I don't think too many people dodge that Armageddon, to be honest. So here's the Will Breaker again, not Armageddon, Will Breaker. So we do need to get Lord Crispin Ference down as soon as possible, because that Will Breaker is, oh, there it is. It took down my healer. So yeah, once we get the other guy down, once we get Druger down, I should be able to pull just fine. I don't know if I'm going to survive this, since I do need the cleanses on the Vanish. It's a plus 11, so I don't think I should be able to survive this, to be completely honest with you. Oh, and we had the break of the trap due to HP on Morose, so I don't think it's going to happen anymore. There it is. I'm the only one alive now. Really doubt it'll happen. Yeah, this coat check right here. Oh, the mana drain. Mana drain, it does damage to me even though I don't have mana. I don't know if you guys saw that. It ticks for a third of a million, 300k. Well, that was the gauntlet with the stupid bats. You can do it. Max, I thought you said it was a rip key. Max, this is what you wanted. I don't want you to go back on this. We should be fine for this pull. I will actually, let's see. So if I trap Baroness and someone else traps Ferens, we should be perfectly fine. Got up to 94 stacks of necrotic. That's, you had like negative 400%, no, 300 some odd percent, but you had negative 300%. I need to learn one or two things from Katie. Absolutely. Alright, so there it is. There's the CC we need. Honestly, the Will Breaker is just, if people don't know how to dodge it, it's just a lot better to avoid having it in the run. So I did pick the Will Breaker guy for this one, because the other guy is the guy that does Darius. Darius is the next one that's going to go down. I really want to take care of this Will Breaker guy, because as soon as we take care of this, I know that it's fine. I know that we'll have it. And without too many other things happening, without all these other, you know, shiny things happening in the boss fight, we'll be fine. So there it is. I pulled the other guy just so that we can not proc Morose's low HP. I don't want to have the Baroness pull without me noticing, because I do want to be part of taking care of her. So there's a mana drain. Again, that can't go off even for one tick. So perfect. We have the DPS now. We only have 2 people up, or 2 ads up on Morose. So we should be fine now. And I'm not getting a cleanse, and I'm not sure why. I mean, I think it just timed out on me. I don't think I got a cleanse that time. And without a cleanse, it's just very easy to die. Perfect. So this is a kill. Alright, so 40 mil left. Yeah, this is gonna be cake now. But yeah, CCing Baroness and Ference are gonna be the big ones, because Ference does Will Breaker, and so if people aren't careful for the particle effect, and Baroness will mana drain your healer instantly. This is going to be a pull where, again, Sanguine is really gonna matter. You don't want to block the whole hallway from yourself, so pull them all the way back. All the way back. Perfect. So we got all of the Sanguine on this table, and we can just run into this hallway and go over to the horses. And because of Sanguine, we do also want to pull these horses back into this room. There's a lot of ads, especially in the blacksmith area. We do need to get to that blacksmith area. Somebody asked for a repair. So as soon as this is done, I'll start doing the blacksmith area, and that's going to be a ton of ads that really I need to watch for their Sanguine. So I see one Sanguine behind me from a horse that charged through me and died back there. And then the next Sanguine is going down right now, and there's a third one. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start pulling the blacksmith area. Hopefully this Pat is perfectly fine where he is and doesn't want to come party with us. So I'll stay here to pick up all of the threat. I will stun, pick up a little bit more threat, snare, and then run away. Since I did snare, I can kind of take my time in running away, and I can actually turn my back to them for a little bit as long as they're not anywhere close to me. The smash graphics is still bugged. I hadn't really ran in here since last week's live stream, so I hadn't seen that. I do want to spread out the Sanguine. Again, very, very big deal. And then I do have someone hanging out right below me that has that branding debuff, so I also want to stay away from them. So there's the Sanguine. It's going to stay up there. It's going to stay behind in the back of the room here. And that person with the searing brand is running close to me. Alright, we're good. So now that that's down in the back of the room, we can pull these guys and actually kill them in this corner. There's no need to take them all the way to the other room anymore. We can use our space that we do have here. So you do still want to avoid smash as much as you can. Sometimes it's kind of hard to see exactly when it's coming out when you're off in corners like this. But try your best. Try to avoid it. It is a big damaging ability. Somebody's about to go down right now, so I do want to start moving over because of the Sanguine. And because of Smash, I don't necessarily want it aimed at everyone else. So there's a stun. And we do have 2 people that are really low that I see. So here's one other death, I believe, right? There it is. And again, I don't want to block out the whole area to the blacksmith. So I'm just trying to get things to kind of aim at this wall. Although I think we do have enough space. I'm going to drag them back to this room now. We did get that pat pull, which added 3 bodies to this pull. So that's why we did get a few more. Do you guys see that Smash graphics? Gear score 975. Oh man. Alright, so there it is. We're gonna go ahead and run over here. Somebody did need the repair bot, or the repair guy, the blacksmith Corin. And so we'll repair, and then we'll run back over here. Uh-oh, we got a much bigger pull than anticipated. Alright, so once these guys are going to start going down, I was trying to get that interrupt on the healing hand. I'm going to bring them over to the edge of the room. But yeah, you guys see this week isn't like crazy amounts of damage. I mean, this is big damage because of how big the pull is on a plus 11. But in terms of affixes, it's nothing terrible. But when you do get really big pulls like this, you do want to stagger cooldowns regardless. So there's the last death going down right now, and we still have a relatively clear hallway. Oh no, that guy died right at the door. Alright, I hope nobody needs to repair anymore. Alright, so we do have a relatively clear hallway. We still have plenty of time. No, we have a minute. I thought we were still going to have a lot of time, but we have a minute. Healer screamed out for mana after this pull, so we are going to have to slow down. So this is a rip key only by time. We did have a few deaths. We had a wipe in the beginning because if you guys remember the people that throw pennies, they pulled all the way from the bottom of the room. Just this run we've had really big pulls that were kind of accidental. I think that whole pulling from the bottom of the room is a glitch that just hasn't been resolved. I don't think that should really be a thing where if you drop an AoE it pulls things through the ground. And then we had a few other body pulls and stuff that kind of led to a few deaths. Alright, so again I want to pull these guys back a little bit, not onto the Sanguine, but just back. I forgot I was supposed to stop for mana. I think we'll be okay. Not too heavy on damage right now. He has 4%. 4% mana, more than enough. So here's 1 death right now, 2 deaths happening. So then I will move on over here. There's the last, or the second to last death, and then here's the last one. Alright, we'll wait for our healer to mana up. He's at 4%. We have 7 seconds left, so this is a rip key. You haven't been getting very lucky with gear, Katie? Me either. Me either. It's been pretty damn terrible for me. How's our healer doing? 80%. Perfect. Yeah, I still only have my 2-piece tier. The 3rd piece I've gotten is my gloves, which is one of my gloves are one of my best in slot legendaries, so I can't really replace it until I get another good legendary, which I haven't gotten a legendary in a very long time. In fact, I don't think I've gotten a legendary that's been naturally 970 item level. So as of this last patch, I don't think I've gotten a legendary. I mean, I could be wrong, but I can't remember getting a legendary that was already leveled up. Alright, so let's go ahead and just keep kiting everybody. Keep making them drop their sanguine puddles elsewhere. There's one, and we're about to get the last two right now. There it is. Perfect. Alright. Max did call the rip key. So everybody's ready to go. Healer is 80%. We're good. The sweet, sweet taste of a rip key. So today's been a good day for you all. Today's been a day where you guys have seen 3 rip keys so far. Although this is the first one that even gets completed. All of the others have just been rip keys because they've been terrible. Alright, so there's Immortal Strike. I am going to take the Shared Suffering by myself. So there's the Shared Suffering. Again, I'm going to pop a Spell Reflect, and I use Demoralizing Shout. Since I'm using Anger Management now, I should have a Demoralizing Shout back up by the time it rolls around again. So what my goal is right now is to generate enough rage and eat enough rage to make Demoralizing Shout come back up by the time the next Shared Suffering comes up. So I did type there in party chat that it was me that needed to be cleansed. If you guys saw that giant ghost on me. So there's Immortal Strike again, and my Demo Shout is up, and so is my Spell Reflex. So I should be fine. And in fact, it shouldn't even go off. There it is. So that's the key. It is over by maybe about 4 or 5 minutes at this point for a plus 11 lower Kara. We popped hero right now. So once the boss went down and it's only his ad, that's when we pop hero. So there it is. At least it went down. We did get an item. What did we get? 890. Not working out for us. Alright, so let's jump into Heroic TOS and see what our luck is there. You have all 6 tier pieces that are 930 to 945? Wow. Sometimes that just happens, Max. Sometimes despite how much sleep you get, you still wake up tired. Alright, so let's repair, sell these, and try to find a fresh Heroic TOS group. Because, you know, I want to waste another token on trying to get my Goroth trinket. That's a fresh run. Doesn't have a lot of people though. Let's see if we can find a group that has a few more people so we can get in there a little bit faster. They are at Inquisition. Need 1 tank. Link your best achievement. Ignore lockout. This is gonna be a solid group. I don't know why you guys have any reservations. All I want is Goroth from this. That's all I want. Let's go get the trinket. Bump up my item level. Break that 925 finally. Because my trinkets are holding me back. My trinkets are 900. Everything else is good. 910, 915, 940, 915. 905. Oh, my neck is holding me back too. 915, 915. I mean, 934. We're good. Watch him get a legendary instead of a trinket. Well, the legendaries that I still need would help me out. I need my legendary legs. I need Pridas. And I need the legendary ring, the new one that came out. So either one of those legendaries would actually still be good for me. So I mean, whatever way it works out. Oh, I don't have the chest piece. Don't let me get the chest piece. I don't have the waist, which is actually really good too. But Yeah, I don't have the chess piece. Don't let me get the chess piece, Blizzard. I'm gonna pray to RNGesus. Please don't let me get the chess piece. I just need my trinket. Oh, here's a wipe right there. You guys see that? Little dead bodies everywhere. I hope we can get it. All right. Oh man, I had a bad feeling about Link Your Best Achievement. So let's see how this goes. Let's see how heroic Goroth goes. Hopefully we can get it down. I just Blizzard, please. Ian Hazakistas? I don't know how to say your last name. Ian, please. Please. Just give me this trinket. That's all I need. You don't need to Warforge it or Titan Forge it. I've spent probably about 15 to 20 tokens on it. Alright, so ready checking. Everybody should be ready. We're waiting on 3 people. Oh, one person's not ready. Why? Why are they at Dalaran? They're at Dalaran. Linked your best achievement. You linked the level 10 achievement and you got an invite. I've linked a lot of like old school like feats of strength. Like sometimes when I say link your best achievement, I'll link like what is there? No, I think I thought did someone order a knuckle sandwich was a feat of strength. But yeah, I'll just link something from a feat of strength. Huh? I could have sworn knuckle. Oh, legacy. It's not a feat of strength. It's legacy. So I'll just link something old like this. I was only 195, but I completed it. Oh, earned by my paladin. Got it. Yeah, when they say link something, I link something else. Glocks. God damn it. This is peanut butter. Your best achievement is knuckle sandwich. Absolutely. Max, when you were grinding out knuckle sandwich, did you equip intel gear to get your levels faster? Because if you guys don't know, when you were raising your weapon skill back in the day, leveling up your weapon skill was faster if you had intel gear on. So if you bought a bunch of greens that had plus intel, doesn't matter if you were a warrior or anything, you would just go ahead and level things up faster. Alright, let's get this done. Everybody should be ready now. We were waiting on one person that was gone. They're here. Yeah, you did? Yeah, I did too. I would throw on random greens. I would throw on random greens and run down to Stockades, since I was playing Alliance at the time. Stockades had good mob density, they were low level. Throw on a ton of greens. Just run down to Stockades and just spam hamstring. That was it. That's all I would do. Spam hamstring. Alright, so hopefully this group goes well. Our DPS seems perfectly fine. We have a big spike DPS happening right now at 3 mil, so hopefully they even out at a little over 1 mil, and hopefully it's good. The damage, I mean, this is insane amounts of damage. I mean, we're not even at the first burning. Is this really... This is heroic. Huh. Oh, that guy taunted off me for the debuff again? Okay. Alright, there's the infernal burning. Let's go ahead and run away. So there's the debuff on me. And again, when you have that debuff, pop Spell Reflect so that that pop that happens on you happens while you have Spell Reflect up. It's a hard-hitting magic kind of explosion or magic damage. I think it's fire damage in particular, and you can avoid a lot of it. It's the only time you'll need Spell Reflect during this fight, or any magic mitigation ability for that. Oh, he's gonna break it. Yeah, if you get any kind of circle on you, stay away from the pillars. You'll break them. That could lead to a wipe, which might be why they wiped last time. Maybe somebody destroyed all the pillars. Like that person, hopefully they don't break a pillar. Okay, perfect. You're 9/9 heroic and 4 out of 9 heroic on. You're 4 out of 9 on your bear. But your bear is like 802 item level. Didn't you just hit 110 yesterday? Alright, so I did get the debuff. There's the taunt off. Spell Reflect again to mitigate that damage. And it only hits me for about 30% of my HP because of Spell Reflect. If not, it hit for a lot more. Alright, so we do have the bubbling again way behind us over here, if you guys see that. So we're good. So I'm going to go ahead and taunt off and move Goroth over a little bit again. Uh-oh. Hopefully we get some new pillars in some new areas. So I'm going to move Goroth in the hope that people are going to start dropping pillars over here. Or moving in that area to get pillars to spawn over there. Okay, we have some new pillars over here. And we do have one crashing comet again before the spike. So hopefully we're okay. There it is. There it is. And alright. There's my bag. Loot the trinket. Loot the... Oh my god. 935. That's it. That's it. I can quit WoW now. I can quit. That's it. It's over. Until Argus comes out. I'm done. Oh my god. This is Oh, it took me so long to get this goddamn trinket. Wow. Wow. Thank you, everyone. You're on the phone, so you can't see the video. Max. Max, it's a fucking 935, man. 935. Oh, man. The only way it could have been better was if it had a socket, but I don't even care anymore. Wow. Wow, thank you. Now I have to DE the trinket. DE this one on accident. I'm gonna go pick up enchanting right now and DE this one on accident. There it is. Wow. It's been too long since I got that damn trinket. Wow, thank you. Thank you, everybody. I've noticed that I get the good drops when I'm on stream. I remember in Nighthold I think my second and third legendary while I was in Nighthold. Yeah, I think you guys are good luck for me. Because last week I used all of my coins on Heroic Goroth and just kept getting the shoulders. That was it, just shoulders. So I think definitely streaming to you guys gets me that luck. I'm lucky I even got it on stream. Yeah, seriously. Alright. The pants, I also got them on stream. These pants, or no, I don't have the legendary pants yet. I think I got these boots on stream, which are 940. They're insane. Alright, so yeah, I think I've gotten like this on stream. I think I got this. Oh, I got a cloak last time too, the 935 that I still need to find a way to equip. This 935 cloak that I need to get other tiers so that I can throw this on. I got Leviathan's Hunger. Like, yeah, I think it's good luck to be on here streaming. What's up, Joshua? Joshua, you missed it. You missed it by like 2 minutes. Last week you weren't here at all. Epic, that might be it. That might be it. Man, so that bumped me up to 924. That feels nice. Now this is holding back my item level, but it's so good. You can't really replace it. Oh, my Gul'dan pants. Yes, you're right. You're right. I did get the Gul'dan pants on stream, and I was trying to get those for so long. I thought they meant the legendary pants. But you're right, Max. My Gul'dan pants did drop on stream. Right, Sebastian. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I thought you were talking about the legendaries, but yeah, the Gul'dan pants. Just wanted Gul'dan to drop the pants. What drops off of here? I think helmet drops, right? Helmet would be nice. I'm just throwing it out there. All I had to do was start calling upon the power of Ian and the game director of WoW, and it happened. So this helmet would be nice to kind of throw into the mix to get my 4-piece. The week I decide to go Horde, you get the trinket. Max, I think it's a sign. I think it's a sign, Max. And I know you have the trinket too, Max, on Heroic. That's all you need. If your tanks have this trinket, that's it. Heroic kill Jaden, one shot. That Gul'dan was pantless when he died. No, Gul'dan wasn't pantless when he died. Like, he died with his pants on, and I went over there, and I took the damn pants from him. I took those from him. Alright, so I'm going to be going into the jail first, and so the other tank will be tanking Atrigan first. So I'll jump into the jail, stay in there for a little bit. I'll DPS here a little bit, because no one's going to be jumping into the jail to clear their torment immediately. So first I'll run in here, I'll kind of DPS a little bit, and then I'll run in once torment starts going up. So I'll DPS Belak a little bit so that I don't build up too much threat on Atrigan. Oh, well, we all got hit by the side sweep. Why is he being faced towards a raid? Alright, so I'm going to run in. I'll create some orbs for people to kind of come in here and clear. And then I'll run out at about 20 stacks. Should be fine. Side sweep. And right around, Belak is casting his Fell Squall right now. Right around the time of Whirlwind is when I need to jump out. So maybe at about 85 to 90 energy. Alright, so there it is. We're jumping over to about 85 energy. Here's Atrigan. So there's the side sweep. Right after this, I'll taunt off. So there it is. The other tank did jump in. He saw me. He saw me taunt off Atrigan. There's the bone saw that kind of needs to go off in the corner. I always call this bone saw different things. Sometimes I call it whirlwind. Sometimes I call it blade storm. Sometimes I call it bone saw. It's a little of everything. Alright, again, I'm going to use Neltharian's Fury to crit block the side sweep. And then I'm going to get the hell into position. Why is my... It wasn't going. No path available. Alright, so again, we'll run Atrigan back into position. Because of that no path available, Atrigan got into position a few seconds late. It was, unfortunately, because I want him here. Uh-oh. Did you guys see that? I almost glitched out on there. Alright, so the other tank is here. I'm going to go ahead and run in. If you guys have like an omen, like a threat meter, you guys can see when the other tank is there. Actually, no, he's in here. Could have sworn he was out here. I saw Boley in here. He probably jumped in at the same time that I did. Alright, so there's the calcified quills. Do want to dodge that. Now, since he just jumped out and he does have threat, I'm going to jump back in, clear out my stacks. Brittany's going to be pissed that she missed the trinket. Yeah, she is. Yes, she is. Alright, so we'll go ahead and clear off. Once Atrigan is kind of gonna jump back onto Bonesaw. That's when we will jump back out. So I'm still tanking for people. Nobody in here right now, so let me go check. There's Atrigan on the Bonesaw coming up right now. I taunted off so the other the other tank can run in. So there it is, the other tank did run in at that exact moment. And we're good to go. You call it stupid Atrigan spell that gives me torment? Alright, so I'll move into position. Oh, there's a thing here. I can still mostly get into where I want to be regardless. Alright, so again, now I'm in a good position again. The other tank is out here. You see when they're on that DPS meter. Let me see if I can find him. When they're on that DPS meter, it means they're out here. But I won't run back in right now until I'm ready to. So there's going to be the calcified quills and the Bonesaw immediately after. I shouldn't be taking any torment while that's happening. But the other tank should be out here ready to taunt. I just whispered him to taunt, but we should be okay regardless. It's 2% left. This healer is not having a good day. Alright, perfect. And since today's such a good day, we're going to get a 935 helmet, tier helmet, right? Alright, no tier helmet. Although, I will use my extra roll because I could get the helmet or the neck and they would both be good for me. And there it is, AP. And that's fine. We got our trinket today. We can waste all of our tokens on other stuff. Tier shoulders would be amazing, but it feels good. It feels good to get that damn trinket. Far more energy now. It was just such a downer doing Goroth over and over again to nothing. Oh man. Of course I tore the knees and the toes out of the pants, Max. It helps me be more aerodynamic. Like I need my toes need to breathe. As an undead, my pores are all like really terrible, so I sweat a lot. So when I get something like pants and they don't breathe, the fabric doesn't breathe well, it's just really terrible for me. I get really sweaty and my feet tend to slip. I need to make all those air holes. And the scythe, you call it retarded spell that hits like a truck if you don't use shield block? Yeah. You need to either use shield block and demoralizing shout or Neltharion's Fury. But if you use the ability right on time, the damage is so small. Did the other tank leave? No, the other tank is still here. Good thing my other tank now knows what I mean because I suck at spell names. He's doing the thing that hurts. Make him stop doing the thing, because it's making me do the thing. My bone marrow needs to breathe. You see? Epic gets it. Max, I think you should go undead. When you switch over to Horde, I think you should go undead. I'm being a little bit greedy. I figured, you know, it worked once on the first boss. It should work one more time, right? How come I don't get Path of Frost? There it is. He translates for you? Oh, that's funny. Harjatan call it the frosting that hurt. These names are longer than the actual name, Sebastian. They're just they're longer than the actual spell names. Alright, so somebody went down to that. It's not uncommon to have people die to this trash, especially with like all the stabs and stuff that happen with this trash. Stabs and zaps and whatever else happens in this trash. So I'm gonna move away. I don't want to get stabbed. Other people can get stabbed for me. That's fine. Not happening? Are you sure, Max? Are you sure? When my boss wants me to work on raid night? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You have to tell your boss. that, you know, if he doesn't know, don't you know it's a 50 minus DKP if I miss Raid Night? It's ridiculous. You know how long it takes me to get that 50 DKP? Jeez. In the heat of battle, I forget. What's up, Demon Hunter? Welcome. Demon Hunter, you want to see what you missed? Demon Hunter, are you ready? Are you ready to see what you missed? Look at this. Look at this little bad boy right here. Look at that. I'm going to be showing this off to everybody. I'm going to walk up to people and put it in the trade box, in the will not be traded box. Just open it up to people and be like, yeah, that's my trinket. Talk to your boss about priorities. Alright, so we have a few more people running back. One more. And I think we should be good. What's the group? Yeah, the group is looking at 2, 3, 12. We should be fine. They want to get another healer. They want 2, 4, 12, which is fine too. It depends on how much healing per second your healers can do. So if you guys have a healer, want to jump in? Is the Carapace so good? Absolutely, Johan. The Carapace is the best trinket that drops in Tomb of Sargeras for, at least for warrior tanks. Maybe, I know for warriors and probably paladins and DKs it's probably best in slot. But maybe for some other classes, not so much. I don't know how it stacks up with like monks and demon hunters. So yeah, I don't know if armor has that much of an effect on non-plate classes. But I know for warriors, yeah, Carapace is just amazing compared to anything else. Yeah, I don't know if it's for every tank class, but I know armor is really great, and especially in Tomb of Sargeras, most of the damage you get is physical. So armor puts in a lot of work. So strong, need the toes free to dig into the stone to resist boss. That's right. I need it for when I kick the boss. Need the toes out. Poke an eye out with it. You'll laugh if I misclick and delete it. I don't even know enchanting on this guy, so that's good. Sometimes I'm worried on my druid. On my druid, I do know enchanting and I DE stuff that I don't need, and sometimes I'm a little worried on that. I think. Do you guys see this? Look at this. I think there's a mating ritual going on here. Not quite sure, but I think there's a sort of mating ritual happening. Do you think it's great for any tanking class, to be honest? I think so too. Armor has a really big role because Tomb of Sargeras is very physical damage focused, but it could be not best in slot for everyone. But yeah, for warriors, completely best in slot. For bears, it's bad. Bears are on another level. What do bears like? Do bears use the Leviathan's Hunger? Nobody use this. Please, nobody look at this trinket from Maiden. Let's just not. Oh, actually the trinket from Kill Jaden is probably not too bad. Alright, so we got a healer. They're running over here. We have no warlocks in this run. It's so funny that nowadays there's so many classes, you could get a run with none of one class. With the addition of like monks, DKs, and demon hunters, it's spread out everything so much more. Reported. I can't show a mating ritual on YouTube. At least then I can't really play on a Moonguard then, right? If I played on Moonguard, it would just be all pixelated. I'd have to pixelate all of the screen on WoW. Bears tank naked? I believe it. With how many buffs they have, I completely believe that. Every bear tank's naked. They don't have to grind out AP. They don't have to grind out gear. They just go bear form. You had a guy miss work on Dark Souls release day. Isn't that always? It's always so weird when like a new video game drops. You know who's playing, because they missed work that next day. Like when Halo was really big, or when COD was really big, when those games released, there was always one or two people that would miss work, and that's always, you can always tell who it is, because you know when things are dropping, and as soon as they do, they miss. Mythic Sisters is gonna be fun. Ouch. Mythic Sisters is not gonna be fun. I think the worst thing for me about Sisters in any difficulty is how small the room is. The camera angles are just all over the damn place. I wish it would be okay if the room was limited to that area, but maybe they shouldn't have done it like in an underground scenario where your camera keeps hitting things. That's, they could have opened up the room a little bit, especially since it's a moon. They could have done what Star Augur does and the walls fall off, and then you get that whole interplanetary feel. Yeah, as soon as this last person gets in here though, we're ready to pull. If you carried your boss in ranked in League of Legends, he would let you leave early? That's funny. You're the only person playing WoW in the office, but you are the boss. Hey, that makes it better. Nobody can tell you not to watch WoW. You're the boss. Where is this last person? I know they're in here. Where the hell did they go? They should be here. Oh, they're at Vengeance Point. Very close. There they are. Do they not have flying? Oh god. But yeah, getting a ton of this gear. And actually, now that I look at it, I didn't have these heroic spalders till last week, but I overlooked them so much because I was so angry I didn't get the trinket. They're actually an upgrade. I just need to equip Blood Hunter on them. But then, besides that, they're better optimized. So I do need to equip these green Paladin shoulders. And then my haste might bump up to 32 with that. Yeah, it does. 32 and 37 mastery. Actually, we'll just throw them on right now. Blood Hunter. I need to keep making more legendaries. My bloods are getting too low. They're at 18. Alright, so yeah, the last person is running in here right now. And once they run in, we'll be good to go for Harjatan. Although we shouldn't need 4 healers for Harjatan, to be completely honest. And then Harjatan, I don't think has any loot for me. This ring would be the only thing, but it would need to Titan Forge or Warforge in some way. And besides that, not much else here at all. So if I play Horde, am I gonna gear you? Sebastian, a lot of people, Max and Brittany are talking about coming Horde too. He told you ahead of time. You didn't have to hide my geek at work. Oh, you lead a software development team? Yeah, it should. You play with a lot of, I mean, you're with a lot of people that play. Whatever it is that they play something. Alright, so we're here, we're ready to go. One last person, we're all ready. We're gonna get a pull timer. Let's do it. You got your boss hooked on WoW back in vanilla. Oh, I got out aggroed. I tried to out aggro him by popping battle cry. It didn't work out. You have a friend trying to get me back to Alliance? Don't do it. Don't go to the dark side. Alright, so there it is. 4 stacks of the debuff. I'm gonna go ahead and taunt off. and then we will pick up all of the ads. I'll throw out a stun, but that stun won't do much. It's more for damage than anything else, really. So there it is. I'm at 2 stacks of the debuff. Once I get to 4 or 5, it should be ready for a taunt off. And again, the difference between LFR, I mean not LFR, normal and heroic Harjatan is nothing. It just does a little bit more damage. So there it is. I have 4 stacks of the debuff. Hopefully we get a taunt off soon. There's the draw in, which I don't see too many of them behind us. That one should be dropping soon. They're dropping it behind him. Perfect. So this group is coordinated in terms of knowing what they have to do. Oh, here's the aqueous puddle right on us. So that was right on the tank. The tank decided not to move it and just moved on over a little bit. So, I mean, if this were me, I'd replace Harjatan somewhere else. That's going to be a little bit better positioning for dropping puddles. But this works out too. It's just whenever he does drawing, you have to be aware that you're going to have puddles behind you. And so you just need to move out of the way. And it looks like one of the melees is just going to stay in, drop the puddle. Let me drag him on over, and then we'll be good to go. So this is a better position because when the drawing happens, nothing's going to hit us. Everything's going to come in through the sides of him, and we'll be good. We have a healer that's very angry. It has some sort of macros when he pops something, some healing cooldown. So there's a drawing, and of course, yeah, that's not going to hit us. But there was a drawing dropped behind. 2 of them dropped behind us. The puddles dropped behind us. So yeah, once my stacks go away, which they just did, I'm going to taunt off to place Harjatan somewhere else again. So Frosty stacks just went away. I'm going to move him over here and place him this way. So now if he does the drawing again, it doesn't affect us. We have really good damage this run. You guys see the top 4 people are over 1 mil damage. Or 1 mil DPS. It's insane. For a random pug, this is really, really good. Alright, we almost went down to that unchecked rage. Not sure why it hit us so hard. I'm up to 6 stacks, which is not bad. I did get the taunt off. Rookie numbers. Gotta bump him up. I agree. I got the aggro pulled off of me by a DK. It's never happened. I was actually fighting for it too, because I popped Battle Cry. Alright, so there's the draw-in. Everything's to his side except for these 2 new puddles. And they got dropped in on the sides too. Perfect. So there it is. He's about to go down. And no loot, but it's okay. We didn't need anything from him. Mistress is up next. And from Mistress, it'd be nice to get a Leviathan, but not necessary. The legs would be really nice so that I can just keep... Oh, and the relic. An Ignore Pain relic. That's best in slot. Alright, let's make sure I don't fall off the edge while reading chat. Alliance is the dark side since when? Since I went Horde. Since I went Horde. It's the dark side now. Alright, Heroic Leap. And then I've killed this guy. He summons ads. And that's really it. Nothing too special. There's a Frosty thing that hurts me talking to my raid. Yeah, the pug really is doing good so far. Alright, once more of the raid comes over here, we can pull this guy. This guy's not like... Oh, or we can pull him now. He's not the easiest. He does do some tanking debuff. And so I'll taunt off at like 3 stacks. I'm not sure exactly how many stacks we need, to be completely honest with you. There, 3 stacks. I'll taunt off because the stacks really do hurt a lot. And I'll try to move out of the way of that sonic scream, but it doesn't seem like it does too much damage. And there's the ad behind me. And I don't think the ad does too much either. But yeah, the tanking debuff really does hurt. It's a kind of like the Crosis debuff. It just does magic damage every single tick. So the other tank is good. He's clear. So yeah, 3 stacks is what you really need to do. And you should be good. So the other tank can taunt off, although I don't think he will. I'm up to 5. And how much damage is 5 stat? I think I'm, yeah. It's not even I was going to die, it's I needed to die. I was taking 3.1 million per tick at 5 stacks, so it sucks, but yeah, so if you guys are doing this, taunt off at 3. The only spell that you can name is the tornadoes. To be fair, Mistress does have like those weird names, like the Devouring Hunger debuff, Befoulment Ink. Tornadoes is the one that's straightforward. And then you have, oh, I even forget what the purple things are called. The purple on the ground that you have to feed, the Devouring Maw, Crashing Wave that you need to avoid, Hydra Shot. But I forget what the purple things are called too. But yeah, Mistress does have some weird names. Alright, so we'll go ahead, get this last pull going, and then it'll be the Hydra Shot boss. Again, when you do Heroic Mistress, the only thing you really care about is how you split your Hydra Shot. If you can handle that, you're good to go. There's the Electric Shock, which you need to run out of. So if you see that blue on the ground, get away from it. And then for those people who are watching the VOD, so not the people who are live right now, apparently on YouTube Gaming right now, while the VOD is processing on their servers, only the last 2 hours of the VOD shows up that you can replay. So if you're watching the VOD, immediately after it goes up, it's only going to be the last 2 hours up until it'll take maybe they want to do a reset. Okay, so we'll do a reset. So maybe like if the live stream ends at 3:30 my time, if you give it about 2 or 3 hours of processing, that's when the rest of the VOD comes up. My internet goes tomorrow from 100 to 0. Ooh, that sucks. You're watching at 122p, Sebastian? How can you even watch at 122p? There's a tech reviewer that I'm sure you guys have heard of if you watch any tech reviews. His name is MKBHD, and he recently did a Q&A where it said, can you watch a 144p video for 5 minutes? And I forgot how bad 144p videos are. Even though that was all back then, that was all the content there was. Alright, so let's get a ready check. I do have assist, and then we'll get a pull timer going once everybody's ready. Everybody should be ready. 2 people left. You don't know what happens now? Do you have a cap on your internet? There it is. Let's get a full timer. Do you have a cap on your internet, or did it just kind of like get a hiccup? Oh, I guess we're pulling at 3 because of Army of the Dead. Nice job, ghouls. Alright, so again, taunt off on Burden of Pain debuff and split the Hydra Shot. So the Burden of Pain is going to be happening right now. The other tank did out aggro me, so I taunted off while the cast is happening. You do not need to wait for the cast to finish. You taunt off while the cast is happening and you're good to go. That's a lot of damage on the ads. We have a really good damage group here. There's the split Hydra Shot, and where are the tornadoes coming from? There it is. So I'll tank this boss right behind the ink puddles, and we're good to go. We're good up until the next time that the ads come up. So there's Burden of Pain. He taunted off of me, which is perfect timing. One other thing is that these eels, the Abyss Stalkers in Heroic, do have a cast time, and they blink to someone and do damage. So if you can interrupt, if you can stun, it's good to actually do that. It's not completely necessary. You can still take them down without doing any of that, but it does help out. There's a Burden of Pain, so again, I'm going to taunt off as it's being cast. The Slicing Tornado is happening right now, so I need to keep an eye out. It's happening behind me, so I do need to run behind this ink. Also, if you stand inside the Befoulment ink, inside the black ink puddles, it reduces your hit chance by like 90% or something. So if you can avoid standing on there, you do definitely want to avoid it. So again, we'll help split the Hydra Shot. Burden of Pain on me, so I hope I get a taunt off. There's the taunt off. Perfect. Right on time. There's a Crashing Wave, so we need to move out of the way. The hard part in Heroic Heroic Mistress comes when those things kind of stack up. You get a Crashing Wave and a Hydra Shot happening all at once. It can be a little bit difficult. So here it is. I'm going to split the Hydra Shot again. There's a Burden of Pain, so while it's being cast again, I will taunt off. And Abyss Stalker's going out, and we're going to have a Crashing Wave in 7 seconds. So right now, even though we take out these adds and we have to take them out, there is no tornadoes until phase 3 happens. So here's a Crashing Wave. Let's get out of the way. So try to move the boss at least as possible. The least amount that you can. Apparently I was in the way of the Crashing Wave. I thought I was completely out of it. So you do want to move the boss the least amount of movement as possible when Hydra Shot is going out. And that's because people are going to line up, and if you keep moving Mistress, they will actually keep having to line up over and over again. And if they're casters, it's going to be really difficult for them. The max is 720p. Yeah, I stream at 720p, so that should be the max. So again, split the Hydra Shot. Even if you are the tank with Burden of Pain, you have to split that Hydra Shot. The actual Hydra Shot is physical damage, but it doesn't get reflected with Burden of Pain. So you don't have to worry about reflecting the damage to everyone. Somebody just said, does lust exist? So I'll move the boss out of the puddles, and then I'll just keep her stationary. I'll go in to split the Hydra Shot, and then we're good to go. Burden of Pain on me, so hopefully I get the taunt off. And there was a taunt off. Perfect. Right on time. Crashing Wave again. Let's make sure I'm completely out of it and not standing on the edge of it. Alright, there's the Burden of Pain. Again, I will do the taunt off. And there's the Hydra Shot. I'm going to move her a little bit because of the puddles. And here are the tornadoes. So I'll move this way. And there it is. Tornadoes are gone. We did get the adds down right on time. And right now when phase 3 is happening is kind of when groups can fall apart. Just because if you don't have enough AoE or cleave damage, the adds will stay up, causing the tornadoes to wipe you. Like even just one of the tornadoes going out and actually hitting you will be enough to wipe a group. So again, here's the Hydra Shot. I do want to stand inside one of the lines, not inside 2. If you stand in 2, you do get stunned. So that's no good as a tank to get stunned. Alright, taunt off on that. So here we go. We're going to have the Slicing Tornado, but none of the adds are down. Perfect. She died right on time, which means that we do take one tornado to the face. That's one part about this fight that still needs to be fixed, is the tornado that happens after. What? Did it happen again? Yeah, it did. I didn't even pay attention. I forgot that we wanted this. It happened again. This is a good run. Today is a good day. Oh man. This is nice. I mean, it's... Are we going to get our 4 set today? Is that what's going to happen? Are we going to complete our 4 set? What else can we get from here? Relic. And that's really it. But that relic is really good. It is best in slot. Oh, man. Should I roll for the relic? Are we... Guys, what do you think? Should I roll for the relic? What's up, Matt? What's up, Matt? Welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Do you guys think I should roll for the relic or just keep my luck where it is? Now you're getting mad. This is too much luck for one day. It is a lot of luck. Transfer horde, but Fuddle gets the loot. That's max. That's it. You're my good luck charm. Roll. Go for it. All right. Let's give it a shot. And AP. We got the AP. That's fine. We got the tier. Which, if we get one more piece of tier, like if we get shoulders, we're all set. If we get shoulders, we have our 4-piece. I don't want to have to resort to using gloves until I have legendary pants or legendary ring. So if we get shoulders, we're in business. Yeah, we need shoulders and helmet, but we already did Demonic Inquisition. Didn't get the helmet. So now we need shoulders. Because I have chest and cloak, shoulders and helmet. I just got this. So yeah, shoulders or helmet would be the other piece. But we just did Demonic Inquisition, didn't get our helmet. It's still been a really good run. Matt, you remember what we were struggling to get? Do you remember running in here for that damn Goroth trinket every single time? Well, the good news is we don't have to run back in here. I'll show you right now. Let me throw some stuns out. This might be a wipe if the sentry doesn't go down fast enough. They do a ton of damage. Polymorph bomb, please run out. Oh, it's the other tank. So Matt, you remember we kept running in here for the Goroth trinket. Well, Matt, it happened today. Here it is. Next week 7.3. Yeah, Sebastian. Next week on the 29th, right? 29th reset day. It's 7.3. It's coming. Well, it's not even coming. It's already, might as well be here. So we might get the new dungeon on next Tuesday. Yeah, next week they're gonna give a ton of AP bump ups. That comes with the patch. Well, that wasn't very well coordinated. Somebody threw out the silence, and then the other person knocked everyone back. Or actually, they jumped on over wrong. Yeah, we got the trinket. 7.3 hype. 7.3 hype. I'm ready to take on Sargeras, even though I know we don't. But if Sargeras comes down, I'll tank him. He'll one-shot me, but I'll tank him. I'm good to go. Your concordance on Ret, Pally, and way into Prot. Yeah, I got at least 1 point into every single spec as well, but I really only play Prot. You had a banner heroic run last week too. You got helmet, chest, and cloak, so you're done with TOS. Congratulations, Matt. That's it. So you already had one other piece, so you got your 4 set already. You're done with that. I'm gonna be like an ant to Sargeras. I'm gonna do it. Can you imagine? Yeah, can you guys imagine how much AP Sargeras drops? It's insane. I'm gonna need that AP. Thoughts on the new cinematic? It's pretty cool, man. I like it. It looks like this next... It looks like they really focused heavily on creating a story this time around. Normally, they give us a story in the beginning of the expansion, right? They're like, here's the new enemy. You guys are going to fight this guy. And they release a cinematic trailer per patch, but it doesn't seem that lore heavy, right? Like, this time around, it seems extremely lore heavy. Like the whole new area that they're bringing now, how we're going to Argus, it just seems like it's gonna be a lot of those like little cinematic areas with the dialogue down here in the bottom, and kind of like the cool little camera angles that they do with the in-game engine. And so it seems really cool in terms of storyline. I don't normally like questing, but it seems like I'm really gonna like questing this next expansion, or next patch 7.3. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for it. What's up, Marcos? Welcome, man. Alright, so we are almost ready to go. Apparently one person's AFK. You guys see that paladin off in the corner over here? I'm just waiting on him or her, and we'll be good to go. What's my job? What are you talking about, Katie? You think Illidan is right about Velen? That he needs to step it up a little bit and use his powers? I think so too. Velen's always been like that holy guy who just goes on the path of righteousness and doesn't deviate from it. Velen kind of keeps his emotions out of it, and he tries to be more diplomatic about things. But yeah, sometimes you don't. Diplomacy's over. Oh, that guy's offline. Cool. That paladin is offline, and he was not a healer. He was a DPSer, so we'll be good to go. Wait, did I? No. Why do we not have? Oh, because we reset the fight. Got it. Epic said that's my job. Oh, got it. Can't wait for Argus next week. You killed Kill Jaden. Tyler, congratulations. So now that you killed Kill Jaden, Tyler, you get to experience having Argus in your skybox everywhere you fly around. And it also doesn't matter if you're in the Broken Isles or not. You can go over to Orgrimmar, Stormwind, wherever it is, Booty Bay, whatever you want to go to, Argus is there. So that's something cool to notice. And yeah, Tyler, killing Kill Jaden is pretty damn difficult. Alright, we'll get a pull, and let's just do this. Oh, everyone has Argus now, whether you kill Jaden or not? I didn't know that. I thought you had to get that Kill Jaden kill and see the cinematic. Didn't know that it was everybody got it on the skybox. You killed Kill Jaden on normal, but you can't see Argus. It happened to me once where I couldn't see it, and I just had to log out and log back in. But the very first time I killed Jaden, when I left the raid, it wasn't there. So if you barely killed it, if you killed him this week, it might need a raid reset before it happens. But yeah, it does happen. You might just need to wait for a log out or a reset. Maybe a raid reset will help. Sargeras will be an Order Hall champion in 3 X-Packs. Alright, so we'll stand in the way of Incorporeal Shot. We need to split that as much as we can. Again, our healer is very angry and yelling at people about healing. So once our other tank gets the tanking debuff, I will taunt off. He has a high amount of stacks. Alright, so I'll take this Moonstrike. Nope. That's fine. I normally, like, again, I've always said that, like, on Pugs, I don't like to fight for a threat. I just kind of, it's easier to go with what the other tank is doing. And so he wants to hold on to the main boss, which is fine. We have a ton of damage. You guys see how fast Moon Talon is going down? That is a ton of damage. I need to clear one more time. So now we cleared again, and now we're going to get the healing debuff and glaive. And glaive always comes out of this person right here. So when you guys see the person that's on the mount and whatever way they're facing, that's the way the glaive is going to come out. So on phases 2 and 3, keep an eye on the person that has the mount, and that's what you want to avoid. So yeah, there's a lot of times where groups don't avoid the glaive. It's easy to if you just focus on the guy that's on the mount, or the sister rather, the girl that's on the mount. Sisters of the Moon, got it. Next expansion, we turn our artifacts into robot armor. We get mechs in the next expansion? That sounds awesome. Mech simulator, 2018 incoming. Alright, so again, you guys will see the full moon, and here's the mounted guy, so I want to not stand in front of his face. There's a face and there's a raid. Bam! Everybody in the raid took it. Alright, so we're good. We can just keep dodging the rest of the glaives now. And here's the hard part, phase 3. Hopefully, people with the lunar beacon debuff drop it in the edge of the room. So if you do get the lunar beacon debuff, what you want to do is run to the edge of the room and just stand here, and when your lunar beacon debuff ends, you will drop 3 AoEs on the ground. Once those 3 AoEs kind of get dropped, that's when you want to run back in, and that's when you can go back to DPSing. But until then, see, here's the lunar beacon right on everybody. So that kind of ruined the path for everything. They moved really fast when they were dropping the puddles too, so they spread them out. It is possible for you to drop all 3 of them in the same spot, especially if you're in a guild and you tell your healers beforehand, hey, I have lunar beacon, I want to drop them all in the exact same spot, and they will heal you through that. So here are the glaives again. Dodge everything. On 2 stacks you should be taunting off. I might get up to 3 stacks here. Yep, I did, which is not cool. Two stacks maximum for tanks, because this dot hurts a lot. So I'm gonna pop Spell Reflect, try to keep mitigating some of this magic damage. I have 4 stacks now, which is not cool at all. I'm taking 2 million arcane damage per tick. I do need to cleanse my stacks. So hopefully I survive this. The debuff is 10 seconds left. So now that we have a full circle, again, glaive is going to come out from the mounted guy. So you guys see the mounted guy off in the corner there. Avoid that glaive, and we're good to go. I don't think Sisters drops anything that I need, right? No, not at all. So no need to use any of our 2 extra rolls. How come you haven't seen anything about 7.3? Sebastian, it got released this morning. 2 hours before my live stream, there was a live stream on behalf of Blizzard where they announced everything officially. So yeah, it barely happened. You got Kil'jaeden a long time ago and you still can't see Argus? It might be your drop distance set low then, yeah. Because you should be fine. You should be able to see it. Alright, we'll tank this guy. Somebody stepped on the trap. The other tank did leave too, so we're gonna need to pick up another tank in order to keep this run going. You're ready for BlizzCon? BlizzCon might be the next X-Pack announcement. Do you think most people in PUGs focus on their action bars and not on the room? Yeah, I agree. Every now and then, though, you get a really good PUG. Actually, this PUG, I thought... So when I joined this PUG, they had wiped on Goroth. And so I thought this PUG wasn't going to get very far, but here we are. What, 5, 6 bosses in? You're calling X-Pack announcement at BlizzCon? I agree. I think the next X-Pack is going to be announced at BlizzCon, too. They turn all our gear into corn to fight the old gods. Is that how you get rid of, like, old gods? Like, Cthulhu could have just died with corn? We found this out now? Jack, why weren't you there when Cthulhu took, like, 2 months to kill? This is ridiculous. Alright, let's see if we can get this guy in here a little bit. No, I don't want to go to the spirit realm. Hoping you can get Mythic Kil'jaeden down this week. Hope so. You would be in the top, like, what, 20 guilds, I think, at this point? How many guilds have taken down Mythic Kil'jaeden? Oh, there's the death of people. Yep. So those ads, by the way, those little spirit ads, they explode when they die. So if you guys are anywhere close to them, you need to get the hell away from them. To be honest, I didn't want to see anything about it just for fun, not to spoil myself. Yeah, I try not to cover too much because there's a ton of other channels that are covering every detail, every data mined, like voice line and sprite and everything. And there's people talking about the next expansion and stuff. And I think Tomb of Sargeras launched not that long ago. We're not even done with it, so I don't see the need to worry about what's gonna happen in summer of next year right now. Killing Sargeras is Katie's job. I think so too. I think Katie, you're gonna have to do it for the rest of us. I think you're the chosen one. So fighting the old gods with corn, that's kind of like the signs in the movie when they're allergic to water. Water is their weakness. It's like they came to a planet full of water, so they also came to a planet that's full of corn. But the old gods, they're actually allergic to corn, and that's their only weakness. So does that mean that the old gods can't drink whiskey? Jack, this whole theory is just not good. I mean, if the old gods can't drink whiskey, no wonder we want to kill them all. Alright, so make sure you don't stand in Sever Soul. Keep, moving over, and also some dispels would be nice. You guys see this? 90% damage reduction. So yeah, some purges would be nice. Spell steals. We don't have any mages. We do have priests though, so we can get dispels. So again, when Sever Soul goes out, yeah, just back up. You can backpedal, do whatever you need to. And someone's screaming out, "Mass Dispel or Purge." We don't have shamans, but we should be able to do some mass dispelling. That's a pretty corny theory. I see what you did there, Nameless. I see what you did there. It's such a Mel Gibson movie. Alien allergic to water comes to water. Yeah. The other movie that kind of had a terrible ending for me was, I believe it was Tremors, where the one thing that could kill the aliens was Head and Shoulders because it had selenium. You guys remember that? I think it was Tremors, right? Might have even been like Tremors 2 or something. I forget which movie it was, but it was like these aliens and they follow a weird pattern along the periodic table, and then they're like, "Yup, they have to be allergic to selenium." And you know what has a lot of selenium? Head and Shoulders. Like I wonder how much Head and Shoulders had to pay to get that ending of the movie. Like Head and Shoulders is gonna be here when the Armageddon hits, guys. Don't worry about it. Aliens, no problem. It was Evolution? Okay. I thought it was like Tremors or something. Okay, Evolution. Yeah, it was. I wonder how much Head and Shoulders had to pay to be the savior of a movie. Like, what a weird sponsorship. Sargeras is bigger than a planet? Yeah, Sargeras eats planets as snacks. Sargeras is Galactus. That sounds so bad. It really was. It really was. The rest of the movie was cool. Like I remember the rest of the movie was decent. Even like it was good. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't the most amazing movie ever, but it was a good movie up until that point. They literally run to like a pharmacy store and buy out all of the Head and Shoulders and put it in a fire truck hose and just hose down the aliens. All right. So we have another tank. We have 3 healers. We have 10 DPS. There's 2 310. Should be perfectly fine. Who is my other tank? I don't know who my other tank is. He says he's DPS. Oh, he's not here. That's why. Okay. So he's running over here, and maybe then it'll show up as tank. He does have 7.6 mil, so I do think he's a tank. All the Tremors were terrible. Just like the new Power Rangers, Krispy Kreme everywhere. Really? I haven't seen the new Power Rangers. I wasn't very interested in seeing the new Power Rangers. I don't find any fun class to play, and you're in a limbo between Hunter, Demon Hunter, DPS Monk, or leveling a Zero Priest. What would you recommend, chat? Marcos, it depends. If you like DPS, if you like healing, or if you like tanking. For me, I really enjoy tanking. And for me to enjoy any DPS class, like if I'm ever going to play a DPS class, for me to enjoy it, it has to be ranged. I can't play a melee DPS class all the time. I get really, really bored of it. And I get really annoyed by tanks moving things for me. And like moving my target all the time. So for me to DPS, like I need Shadow Priest, Boomkin, Mage, something. So it kind of depends on what you enjoy. Jason, thanks for the sub. I hope you're enjoying the content. We are one-shotting a lot of things here in Heroic TOS. Hopefully we one-shot Desolate Host too, and hopefully you enjoy all of the content here. Brittany, do you want to see? Do you want to look at this? Look what you missed out on, Brittany. Are you kidding me? I didn't even use an extra roll. Goroth just gave it to me. Goroth was just like, here you go. Look, I've made you suffer long enough. Here you go. War of the Worlds where the aliens die with the flu? Yeah. Of course I'm one-shotting Heroic TOS. Good God. Hey, I'm only up to Desolate, though. Right? You went to class and you missed a 935. And you missed this thing right here, too. Not the best, but hey, I have another tier set I can rely on. Now I just need... My shoulders is the only other thing that can drop. Helmet was Demonic Inquisition. That's passed. We already did that. So now at this point, shoulders from Avatar, and we'll be good to go. We'll get our 4-piece going. My item level is now 924, finally. Bumped up by 2. You main an Affliction Warlock, but my second choice will be a Shadow Priest. Yep. For tanking, you love the bear, so you won't change that. So you're thinking between Hunter, Demon Hunter, or DPS Monk. I would honestly say, Marcos, if you like melee DPSing, Monk might be better since you can switch between healing, DPSing, and tanking. But if I were you, I would probably pick the Hunter. Since I find range DPS a lot easier to do. For me, it's easier and I find it more fun than doing melee. I mained a Shadow Priest for a little while back in Kata, I believe. If I 1 through 5 shot Avatar, you're going to cry. You need to find a good pug group. That's what happens, Brittany. So the other tank left, apparently. Where is he? Oh, he wasn't a tank. He's still in here, right? Where'd he go? Oh, he might have queued up as a tank and then showed up as DPS. Oh no, there he is. He switched on over again. Alright, so we have everybody here. 2, 3, 9, which is not a bad layout. Once the last 2 people get here, we'll jump into Desolate Host. District 9? Oh, yeah, I remember District 9. District 9 was interesting. I honestly feel like if aliens ever got here, they'd just instantly wipe out the human race, as opposed to like what District 9 is, where they set up a colony. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. So close. Get up to me and Max's level. What item level are you, Brittany? Your wife told you about that movie and she was complaining why I don't watch it, and boom, that thing came to my life. You main a blood DK. I do like blood DKs for tanking, to be honest. Somebody mentioned earlier that they wanted me to tank on a blood DK, but I don't have a max level 1. If I had to pick a second tank, though, it would probably be blood DK. So maybe that's on my next to-do list to level up. All you're going to be able to do from now on is pugs. 926. I'm almost there. 924, not too bad. The thing is, I can't replace this. This is like right after sorry, I have the hiccups. Right after Feverish Carapace, the Dark Moon deck Immortality is second best in slot, even though it's item level 900. So I can't do much to keep bumping my item level up if one of my slots has to be 900 item level. There's nothing I can do about it. Like this, if I want to be the best tank I can be, then I need to keep this as a 900 item level. So that kind of sucks. The guy ate cat food. I remember that. The aliens love cat food. Yeah. Just got to 904 after failed HOV plus 9. Ouch. Don't buy crafted gear yet, Epic. In 1 week, your crafted gear will be able to jump up. Instead of, I think right now it's 900, like my trinket. In 1 week, you'll be able to jump up to 915, right? Something like that. We have a 239, but why aren't people running in here? You like where your gear's at? Of course you do, Katie, because you're like 972 or something. You just got to 903. Congratulations, Tyler. Tyler, do you have your tier set? Because if you have all of your tier set, I'm jealous. I just have my 2-piece. That's all I got. Is there a new deck set in 7.3? I don't think so, Heath. I don't think so. If Katie's 972, you want screenshots? It's impossible to be 972. She's probably in the 940s though, right? 950? There you go. Tyler, congratulations on your 4-set. That's all you need. Your 4-set is so good as a... Well, it depends on what class you are, but as a warrior, 4-sets are really, really good. I think they did a really good job this expansion making tier sets worth it. So sometimes I'll even take an item level downgrade. Or like this, like I have Haste Mastery, which is best itemization, but I will change that Haste Mastery to Versatility Mastery for these pants once I get another piece for my 4-set. So I think they did a good job this expansion on making tier sets that much, like, very powerful. New raid will come out and Katie will be the first person over 1,000. I believe it. Alright, so we do have the people. We just split up the groups. 1 and 2 on normal, 3 and 4 on spirit. Alright, we're spirit. Katie, adopt me. Hey, me too. Me too. And all the current crafted gear price will crash. It really already has, yeah. So there's no need to buy out all of the crafted gear right now. Save your money, and then you can buy the old crafted gear when the new patch drops. And then when the new patch drops, you buy the old gear, and then you just buy a little bit more Obliterum. Although I don't know how high Obliterum's going to get. Right now in my realm, Obliterum costs about 2.4k per Obliterum. So it might spike up to, I would imagine, like 3 to 3.5k. A 50% bump up sounds about normal. But we'll see. We'll see how much it bumps up. Taking this to the next level. The happening plants killing people was the next level BS. That was terrible. I quote that movie to this day with how terrible that was. That was an hour and a half that I won't get back. Alright, let's ready check. And we still need 2 people. Oh, someone's AFK. Great. So we need to replace one person who's over here, AFK at Sisters, and then we're good to go. Do we have... Oh, nobody's looking. Okay. Demon Hunter Tank 4-set is almost garbage. Ouch. On the plus side, I can craft 935 tank gear with no regrets. 935 tank crafted gear is new in 7.3. The old crafted gear caps at 910. Oh, okay. I thought it capped at 900 like my trinket. But 935 is going to be insane. I mean, I'm going to be able to get higher from those. Although I understand that there's not every single slot being crafted. But that's insane. Hit you up with 7.3 news that you need to know. Sebastian, what you need to know is that whether you're ready or not, next Tuesday it's here. It's here. Next Tuesday, you're going to be in Argus questing. It doesn't matter if you're ready or not. You're going to be doing dailies in Argus. You're going to meet up with Illyria and Terralion. And that's it. The TOS Demon Hunter Tank 4 tier is better than the Nighthold one. Yeah, it seems like the Nighthold tier set wasn't made as well as this is. Nameless DK, thank you for subscribing, man. Thank you for joining the community here. Rev Zombie, thank you for also subscribing. Thank you for joining the community. I hope you guys are enjoying all this content, and I hope that you guys continue to enjoy it. As soon as we boot out this guy, Tyler Childress, thank you for also joining and subscribing. We need one more DPS, and this live stream can continue. I do want to. There it is. I mean, look, I'll throw out the invite. Let's just get him in here. What add-on is this guy using to make my setup look like this? If you're talking about, oh, my WoW UI, so I do have a video that covers all of that. Let me get that link for you. Give me 1 second to find it. Ridley, thank you for the subscription. I hope you're enjoying all of the content and continue to enjoy all of it. Alright, let me get you this link. Ridley, there you go. That link is a video that I made including everything. The only thing that's not on there, Ridley, and if you want to see here in the live stream, this section over here on the left that has the party frames, that add-on I didn't have it at the time, and this add-on is called Grid 2, and that's it. So once yeah, everything else is covered in that video except for Grid. So Grid 2 is right here over here on the left hand side, and besides that, everything else is covered. Those two are your favorite WoW lore characters ever. I wonder if Illyria and Sylvanas are gonna have any back and forth. No, I don't have LVUI, Brittany. It's Dominoes. Dominoes and Z-Pearl. So my unit frames here are Z-Pearl. The action frames, action bars are Dominoes. This is a custom weak aura, and then weak auras all around. Grid. Yeah, not using LVUI. Willing to buy warlocks? Like, seriously, you guys see this? One person running in, probably in the beginning of the dungeon. Where are they? Where are they? Is that just the last one? No. Oh man, and somebody else left. Are we good? Nope, the other tank left. Alright, do any of you guys want to hop into this group and tank? We need a tank. One big balls tank, apparently. Link Knuckle Sandwich, and you're good. You use Tell Me When? I tried Tell Me When a very long time ago. It's good. I like it for what it is. It's a very lightweight add-on. I don't use it anymore, but I did try it out. I haven't tried it out this expansion though. This is taking way too long. I agree, Epic. If this takes here, it's 549 server. I'll give it to 552. If it doesn't work out, we'll drop and join another raid group. Pay to transfer annual tank. Using weak auras, dominoes, Scotta for damage meter, Omen for threat meter, Grid 2 for raid frames, Z Pros unit frames. Sebastian got it all down. Sebastian knows the loadout. That's exactly what I'm using. But all right, we're good to go. There's the tank. Oh, actually, did we already get another tank? Yeah, we did. Mythic. Mythic is a weird. That's a weird name. Mythic. All right, got it. Katie, just solo corporeal realm for us. Just go in there, solo corporeal, and we'll be good. Just do your spirit bomb like Goku, and then that's it. Everything dies, right? That's all you do. All right, so we're good to go. And DBM. Yes, DBM is another one. And then I have some other ones. Like I downloaded Exorcist raid tools for random pug I was in. I haven't deleted it yet. I have some old add-ons that don't even work anymore, to be honest, that I should probably get rid of to reduce my RAM load. I have Enchantrix, which used to tell you what things DE into. Doesn't work anymore. It has all of the old stuff in it. I still like to see Omen. I know a lot of people don't like seeing Omen, and for the most part, I don't look at Omen unless it's like one of those raid bosses where you need to have certain taunt offs. Like in Demonic Inquisition, it works off so well with pugs because I can see if the other pug tank is still in the jail cell or not by just looking at Omen, looking at the threat that exists in the room. So I do like Omen. I understand, you know, you don't necessarily need... Bigwigs is better than DBM. You don't necessarily need Omen, especially if you're just running 5-mans. But on a non-communication pug, it really helps. That mini button, yeah. I could remove some of these buttons, to be honest, but I don't know why. I don't really look at my mini map too much, so it doesn't really bother me. And yeah, hey, Katie is Horde, yeah. I've played with Katie in the past. When I've done Twitch streams, I've played with Katie. She was tanking for me while I was on my boomkin. So we're waiting for the last, 2 people to run in here and we're good to go. We got someone who off-tanks and then a main tank, so just in case one tank leaves, we're still good. Just in case I leave, they're still good. You looked for the group but you couldn't find it. Yeah, the group kind of delisted fast once they yeah, we have 3 tanks. So this person, Mythic, is off tank or off spec tank and will tank if needed. But yeah, they invited another person who's full tank. Kick the other tank and bring in Katie. The other tank is a friend of the raid leader. He said it. He said that's a friend of mine. And did he say we have... Oh, no, he said we have no warlocks. I thought he got a warlock in here, like, finally. But every raid needs a warlock, so there's one person running in. Is that the last person we need to run in? Sorry this is taking so long, guys. I think that's it. I think besides that, we're good to go. Yeah, after that, it's just Avatar and... Yep. Alright, so we're waiting on this last person who is the other tank. And look, the groups are nice and well-rounded now. Wow. What a blessing. A Katie tank. He appears to make those ugly bars on the right disappear until... I do still need to do that. You're right. I do need one of the bars. But besides that, like I keep my absorption trinkets, I keep here if I'm using them. They've never been hotkeyed because I don't always necessarily have them. So I would need this bar to be showing and the other ones can disappear. How are you going to get used to seeing bones when you go Horde? Brittany, the fastest way is to desensitize yourself by going undead yourself. And then if you go undead yourself, you're always seeing the bones on your own character, and you'll be good. You'll be good. You'll get used to it. You know, you might even enjoy being undead. The female undead cast is really cool, I think. I really like how female undeads cast. So you'll be fine. A long time ago. It wasn't too long ago. Nighthold was out, but TOS wasn't out. Maybe like 2 or 3 months ago. So group 1 and 2 incorporeal, group 3 and 4 in spirit. Good. I'm where I need to be. During vanilla? No. I didn't do any endgame vanilla, unfortunately. He needs to make his ugly undead body disappear until forever. Ouch. Strong words. You're not going undead priest? They're not pretty? Really? I had an undead priest. Back in... what expansion was it? I forgot what expansion it was. Or Cataclysm. I had an undead priest in Cataclysm. It was a shadow priest. But it was an undead priest. Alright, so we're good to go. We need one more person. I'm going to throw up the ready check, even though nobody else is throwing up the ready check. And I think, even if we're one person short on spirit, we'll be fine. I just want to get the show on the road. Get this pull going. So much hate on undead. You feel it too, Epic, right? It kind of hurts me a little bit. Hit me right in the ribs. Everybody's ready. Let's get a pull going. Alright. So I'm just going to jump in there and pick everything up. And if Shattering Scream targets you, you can interrupt it because it does do a decent amount of damage. But it's not necessary. Also, the soul residues, those little guys running off in the edge of the screen, they don't have an aggro table, so you don't have to worry about tanking them. You can just kind of let DPS handle them, and that's how they actually should go down. Shattering Scream on me again. I will interrupt it again because it's just a lot of unnecessary damage. Wither is on me? How does that make sense? How am I supposed to do Wailing Souls? I have never seen Wither go on a tank. Really, Blizzard? God damn it. Is this working as intended? Because I've truly never seen Withered go on a tank. So there's Wailing Souls. I gotta get the hell out because or else I'll die in there. I also don't want to be damaging these people that are right here. So hopefully other people stay in there. As soon as my Wither goes away in 15 seconds, I can jump back in. And the cast time is longer than that. So I will be able to jump back in. But if nobody else stays in there, it's a wipe. Which sounds terrible for a Pug. Go troll and troll me. Alright, so my Withered wore off. Let me run back over. Just so that we don't, have a wipe in this realm. I honestly didn't think that Wither could go on the tank. It sounds like a bad design. You expose your undead ribs, which you can crack and stab someone with. Yeah, that's the good part. You see, now you're talking about the positives of being an undead, which are a lot. There's just a lot of positives. Oh no, really? We got Tormented Cries over here. Tormented Cries right on the boss. Alright. The Tormented Cries are being dropped on our side of the room. Oh no. Alright, the Shattering Scream on me. I'm going to go ahead and not interrupt that and die instead. Because everything was on our side of the room. You've seen Wither go on a tank in Mythic? I don't understand why though. That sounds terrible. So I do interrupt that other Shattering Scream again. I don't know if... Is there even a healer here? Why? Nope, I don't think I'm getting heals. There it is. Slowly getting heals. Here's another Wailing Souls again. But I think our healer... I think we only got one healer out of the 3 we had. Which... the Spirit Realm actually has more damage done, so should have been the other way around. Now I do have a Victory Rush that I can save for when I need healing, but if the Desolate Host comes out right now, I don't think we can survive it. to be completely honest. I need a better healer, like a priest who isn't in angel form. Yeah, I need a priest who's not dead. That'd be the best kind of healer, right? Are you sure you're a tank? Is it confused because you're undead? Ouch! The hate. Feel the hate. I'm a priest who isn't dead. Not yet. Not until you transfer to Horde. Then you'll be dead. All right, here comes the Soulbind. Here comes the ad. I don't pick up the ad first. That's the corporeal realm that picks up the ad first. So I'll let it bounce over there to the corporeal realm tank. But I'm probably gonna die. But yeah, we're probably gonna die to Sundering Doom regardless of what happens. So here it is. I'll taunt off. I'll bring it over here. I have no heals, I believe. Ooh, that hurts a lot. And here is the split damage. And that's a ton of damage on me. And yep, there's a wipe. So we were one-shotting everything until now. If we can kind of coordinate our healers a little bit better. Let me see. You have a panda priest. Nice. I haven't leveled up a panda to max level, actually. Alright, so now we got everybody rezzed up. I might want to move a little bit because that res was a little bit close to the respawn area. I don't want to die again. So we'll just wait for people right here. Panda food buff is very strong. It is actually. Rip pull, that was the first rip. Rip raid. Rip raid is going out right now. You'd rather go Belf for the racial over undead for a priest? The Belf racial is very good. I'll be completely honest. Rip raid. That 1000 int food buff will be your best throughput. That's insane. When you think about legion numbers, yeah, multiplying them by a percentage like that gets them to be pretty damn insane. 2, 3, 10. We should be able to do this with this group. You're not a fan of the panda animation at all? Yeah, pandas do kind of cast funny, don't they? Should have brought in Katie. She can tank both realms at the exact same time. I know she can. I think at this point we might even be looking for a healer. This fight is a little bit more. Alright, never mind. The raid leader said he has to go to work. So that's it. This group is done. It's over. Alright, so let me log out. Log into my other tune. I will do the giveaway. There's a lot of pets to give away this week. And you guys can thank Sebastian. Sebastian donated a lot of his own pets. So if you guys have not been part of any of the giveaways here, it only costs a few coins, and once you get those coins, you can bet them by just typing in giveaway whenever my bot tells you. So the giveaway requires 15 coins to go into, and at the end you get your pick at whichever pet you like, and you also get double your money. So you put 15 coins to go in, you're gonna get 30 coins and a pet. So if you guys are not here for the giveaway, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. My live stream is every week, every Wednesday, starting at about 3.5 hours ago. So thank you guys for stopping by, and if you guys are here for the pets, let me show you what we have this week. I won't draw duplicates so that it won't be that much. I think that's it. So we have the Voodoo figurine, we have the Sunborn Valkyr, the Sister of Temptation, Lil Bad Wolf, Magma Rageling, Thistle Leaf Adventurer, which this one is probably the most expensive one that's going up this week, by the way. We have the Pet Bombling, Abyssius, the Soul Broken Whelpling, the Pint-Sized Pink Elephant, Leviathan Hatchling, Sinister Squashling, Elementium Geode, and Clockwork Rocket Bot. So the most expensive ones, honestly, this Thistle Leaf Adventure. And while the giveaway is happening, I'm gonna be running over. And let me catch up with chat, and then we'll start it. Their arms are spazzing all over the place. They just look like they're spazzing out for Panda's casting. Oh man. They take reduced fall damage, so when you do Avatar and you transition to Phase 2, you'll take less fall damage. Panda's only good for RP. I've seen a few RPs that are actually pretty funny. Alright. You guys ready to go? And yeah, Sebastian gave this channel the large majority of these pets. So you guys can thank Sebastian for also donating and for being kind enough to give back to the community. They bring 4 healers, 20 DPS to face Katie. You can't even get them. Pachyderm? Is that what it is? Ahaha! I see what you did there. I mean, I see what Blizzard did there. Alright, so we're going to start the raffle. So there it is. It should be starting up. So just type in the word giveaway. No exclamation points, nothing. Just type in the word giveaway. You guys have one. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Let me cancel that. Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me cancel that. It was only going to be a 1 minute duration. Not enough people can hop in at the time. Let's do it again. All right. Now type in giveaway. Sorry about that. It was a 1 minute timer. So once you see the bot type in, sorry. I didn't want it to just be that short of a giveaway. So there it is. Go ahead and type in giveaway. Just the word giveaway, no exclamation points whenever you're ready. It does cost 15 coins to get in. If you win your choice of pet. Any of the pets you see on my backpack right now, you win any of those, and you also get 30 coins. So you double up so for the next giveaway, you'll for sure have the amount of coins. Even if you don't come in and watch the live stream, you can come in at around 3 o'clock, catch the end of the live stream, and be ready for the giveaway. So there's 2 minutes left. It should be around the time it takes me to run back. The only requirement is that you are that you have a US account. If you don't have a US account and you happen to win, you can give it away to whoever else you want. So there's also that, but I am playing on US realms. Congrats on the drop. Thank you, Matt. Thank you for the congrats on the drop. It was a very good run today. It really was. And thank you for stopping by, everyone. If you guys aren't here for the giveaway, thanks for stopping by again. And thank you guys for your input always. I know I like to ask you guys a few things when we start the live stream. Like today's was starting live streaming on Fridays here on YouTube, so you guys might see that coming up very shortly as well. Your priest name is available on my realm on Terralion. That's good. There it is, Brittany. That's all you need. Alright, so you guys have 1 minute left to submit your giveaway entry. Just type in the word giveaway like everyone's been doing, and we'll be good to go. 1 minute left. And then if you guys do happen to win, you guys will create a character on the US realm Terralion. If you can't get to it right now, if you guys are at work and you guys are entering the giveaway, don't worry about it. You guys can send me a message on YouTube and I will look out for it, and then we will get in contact later on. So if you guys can get on 1 hour from now or 2 hours from now, don't worry about it. You will get your pick at pets before the next live stream, so you don't have to worry about it. Now you have a Belf Priest on Tur. Brittany, you're going to learn the name. It's important to the lore that's coming up on Tuesday. It seems like Brittany just made a new tune. You have an orc sitting on Befuddled's realm. Yeah, from when you won the live stream, the giveaway. Alright, so the giveaway will end in 14 seconds. If you guys want to enter now. Stream delay might even get to it. There it is. Come on. Anybody? You have an orc named Ripkey Master. So the giveaway will end now. Draw winner. Oh, it picked 2 people. That's fine. I guess we're giving away 2. One to Sebastian and one to Brittany. So I'm not sure why it did 2, but congratulations to the 2 winners. That's fine. We'll give away 2 times the prizes. So Brittany, finish creating your tune right now, and well, you have a Belf. Make an orc on the realm right now. Meet me in the starting area, and Sebastian, you win again. Sebastian, since Sebastian gave away a bunch of these pets, I'll let him have a pick because some of these are some that he doesn't have. So Sebastian, you get to pick first, and then we'll let Brittany pick right after that. Are you sure, Sebastian? You don't want a prize? I mean, regardless, you got the 30 coins. The bot already gave you 30 more coins into your account. I can come find your Belf. I don't have any Belfs, and you can't fly in Silver Moon. Let's see. /who Blood Elf 1. It doesn't show anyone. Sebastian, you have all of these? You even have this guy? This guy's from Archaeology. This guy was one that I added as well. And I also added the Elephant and I think the Clockwork bot. But if you have everything, Sebastian... Alright, cool. You made a gross orc. Are you... I hate orcs? I would imagine you're the warrior named I hate orcs. What's the green dude in the Valkyrie? I'll show you. Oh wait, you're busy right now. You're in the cutscene. So those are those 2. You can have your pick, or you can also pick any of the other ones that are right here. The Flame Keeper. I hate orcs. That Thistle's Kulliking. All right. So you actually got the biggest prize. So the Thistle Leaf Adventure. Congratulations. All right. Again, thank you everyone for stopping by. Thank you guys for coming to the live stream. Look out for the Friday live streams. They might be coming to YouTube very, very, very shortly. And you sure, Sebastian? Yeah, Sebastian, if you want to change your mind, I'm already here. You can go ahead and log on. But if not, thank you all for coming by. Thank you guys for watching my channel and supporting me always. And as always, good luck out there.